And we're live. I
Snap.
think. Maybe. Oh shit, I see us.
Yes.
Hey people, I see us. Do you see us? How do we sound? What's going on? I'm Chuck. Nice to meet you. I don't
Hi,
fucking
Chuck.
know. Hi, Jake.
Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Adam.
So many
Hi, Chuck.
questions, Chuck. I completely lost track.
Yeah. I don't even know. Listen, let's just get this fucking thing going. Hey, everyone. We're here to play some Forbidden Lands. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So let's introduce people. I'm Chuck. I run Defenders of Kobold. Congratulations on getting to see my face on this wonderful day. Adam, why don't you tell us who you are, plug something, and tell us about your character.
Hi, my name's Adam, and I'm with Grim and Perilous Studios. What I'd really like to plug is a project I believe highly in, and that is Chuck Dies in the End.
That is a thing. Yes, it is.
It's made by a good group of people, and when they released their first zine, it was 50 cents, and it is the best 50 cents I've ever spent in my life. So I highly recommend you back this Kickstarter. And okay, sure, good is relative, but I believe in it. So yeah, go find it if you like what you see, which I hope you do. You should. I do. Then yeah, go ahead and back it.
There you go. Who are you playing?
Oh yeah, I'm playing Huxley, a young orc sorcerer who, he's a bit of a brawler, and he's a little bit nervous around the halfling, but maybe they'll work things out. Hopefully they do. But yeah, no, he's pretty new to the group. He's trying to find his place. But he's appreciative of the warm welcomes that everyone has given him.
Good. So real quick, before we get to Dan, before the stream, I said I have one goal for today's game, and that's to not accidentally burn myself. Well, my pipe just kind of spit, and it burnt my stomach. It's stupid. So it's far more difficult than I would have ever imagined. Just don't accidentally burn yourself while streaming a game. Dan, make some noises. God damn it, Dan. That's perfect.
I'm Dan with the Defenders of Kobold. I'm playing Steely Dan, and who doesn't steal anything, actually, it turns out. He's not a very good thief.
Steals thoughts.
Yeah.
No, never mind. You're right.
Yeah.
You don't steal anything. You're not a good thief.
I mean, I got nothing. So he's technically a rogue, but he doesn't do any rogue things so far. So he's very bad at
Dashing rogue has stolen our hearts.
There you go.
You collect lore though, because you're really good at lore rolls. So
Yeah.
Did you hoard information maybe?
I don't know. I'm not even stealing that stuff. I mean, that's given freely.
If we go into various places, you could steal stuff, be like, this belongs in a museum, and then you could just go the whole Indiana Jones route.
Yeah, maybe that's gonna be it. Me and my missing foot are gonna go off on an adventure.
I've adjusted the overlay to properly reflect things.
But yeah, that's me.
There you go. Jake!
I'm Jake with the Defenders of Kobold, and I have to say the best 50 cents I've ever spent was on 10 pieces of double bubble from a thriftway store.
That's fair.
I will be playing Osborne the Goblet, who lights stuff on fire, and he likes it when things die. Like when Chuck dies in the end, as seen in our upcoming zine. So
There you go.
you can check that out.
It all comes around.
Yeah.
All right. Over on the other side, Jeff.
I'm Jeff. I run a little group called Adventures in Lollygagging. We play various tabletop role-playing games on the internet. Our main channel is twitch.tv/lollygaggers, but we also play here on every other Monday, including this coming Monday at 9 Central North American time, where we're starting a brand new Things from the Flood game. You can catch some of the people on the stream right now currently in that game as well. And later in March, over on our own stream, we're starting up a Delta Green game. We also have an ongoing Alien game, which Chuck is the worst captain ever to grace the entirety of the Alien universe, which is wonderful. So all sorts of things. So
Good
I'll
friend,
go ahead and drop
terrible
the link.
captain.
Yeah, it was pretty great. Let's see. And then I'm playing Waits, who is a dwarven minstrel of significant age who recently has taken a few younger folk under his wing and formed the band Mirth, Gin, and Choir, but has very, very recently, as of 2 weeks ago, suffered a personality change. And we'll describe that a little bit during play and how that's gonna play out. So excited.
Exciting. Very exciting. Jen.
Hey everybody, it's Jen with the Grim Perilous crew. I have a Twitch channel called Pixel Prowler where we do video games, so follow me there, would be appreciated. Today I am playing Grace Firewalker. She's a Wolfkin hunter.
There we go. All right. And the loser of our alphabet game, Melissa.
I'm Melissa. My character name is Bolari, so I mean, I feel like there could have been that order, but
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, you're right.
Whatever
Yeah.
you want to do, it's your stream. So Bolari is the halfling. So her new fun in life is sneaking up behind Huxley and scaring him. But in her life prior to this group, she spent a lot of time halfling druid on her own, kind of out and about in the wilderness. Her dark secret came into play last session, so that was fun. Little blast from the past, but we were able to get out of that sans combat, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Just picked up some skills in between sessions, so maybe I'll be a little bit better at shooting a bow or scouting things. And I'm with also Adventures in Lollygagging. I think we're gonna be playing a little Town Called Malice in a couple hours later today.
I totally forgot about that. That's right. Like 3 hours after the stream ends, I'm apparently playing again. Yay.
Hey,
Yay.
we're playing 5 hours after the stream ends, so we both get double headers today. There we go. All right. So last time, we can talk about Weatherstone just for a moment. Initially, you heard rumors of Weatherstone used to belong to some old long-dead king. He had some magical sword in there and other treasure. So eventually, you all decided to go check it out. And you kind of move through this old gnarly castle. I guess I should take another little step back here. Before you entered into Weatherstone, you went to the guard tower because you saw there was a light flickering in the window. Looking inside and listening, you heard that there was a bard by the name of Dalb inside who hung out with you all for a little bit, sang some songs, ate some food, totally pissed off Waits. And then you all went into the castle. Just skeletons, dead people lying all over the place. You all made it up to the peak of the castle, into this old and giant, master chamber. That was, of course, after you all fought harpies, where Jake's goblin was breastfed from a harpy, which was very awkward. And then, you made it to this chamber. There's this gnarly looking skeleton dude lying on a bed with a rod and a sword crossed over his chest. You were all kind of debating on, should we touch it? It looks dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't. And then you heard Dalb singing from outside, and Dalb's voice woke up all of the undead in the castle. The king and his skeleton guards started coming at you. Luckily, you were all able to use the winch attached to the side of the castle to escape and lower yourself back down. And that's kind of where you left it off the first time, and you went off on your adventuring ways, only to hear rumors that the king had gathered all of his skeletons into an undead army and marched off against the nearby town of Candlekeep, and either drove off or killed all of the residents of Candlekeep. So your next goal was to try and make it to the village of the Hollows, because that's where you heard he was going to next. Warn the Hollows, and then maybe see if you can find a way to take the king out, destroying the rest of his army. Well, on your way there, you saw his army mostly destroyed by a giant bear by the name of Petunia. And that's where we met Balari's old friend Bjorn, a giant wolf man hybrid druid dude. And through some intense negotiation, you were able to defeat the Skeleton King, who Bjorn had captured in single combat. Defeating his army, you now have the sword and the rod. The Hollows is safe, and, you've reaffirmed your friendship with the town, and you've now taken claim of the castle of Weatherstone. You traveled to Weatherstone, you drove off the remaining harpies, and here we are in your new home, figuring out what our next steps are. So, what's the plan from here?
Huxley's
Thing
gonna.
you do whenever you move into a place, you go buy like shower curtains and trash cans and stuff.
It's not a terrible idea, yeah.
Wait, we just want to spend some time going through like old fireplaces and such, looking for like some old coal, some black dirt, things like that.
Sure, you can find some old charcoal, old burnt wood in the fireplace in that grand chamber where all the skeletons were hanging out.
So you're all just gonna see Waits just kind of solemnly just move off by himself and got this big old bag of charcoal and you just don't see him for a while. That's it.
Huxley's gonna go over to Osborne, and he places his hand on Osborne's shoulder and he says, "Sorry about your foster mother."
Yeah, real shame.
It is.
She was shot in the head with an arrow.
I apologize.
No, that's fine. You got to get your practice in somewhere.
We tried to give her a chance.
Magnanimous of you. I'm going to start busting up some chairs and tables and throwing them in the fireplace.
Sure, yeah, you spend some time getting a fire going. Looking through the your new home, you do find that kind of features that are already included. It's already got a fireplace. Of course, it's already got the guard tower out front, and along with the moat that goes around the castle that still has a giant tentacled monster swimming around inside of it. So you're not starting off with scratch. I will say that there is a drawback that I am very excited to announce about the castle. As you're all kind of exploring, kind of going through some things, you find initially you thought might go down into like the dungeon or something like that under the castle, but it just goes to what looks like a large vault door with 3 keyholes all around it. While exploring the rest of the castle, you do find 3 keys that look like they might fit. But when you're standing there at that vault door looking at the keyholes, you can kind of hear like movement and strange noises from the other side of the door.
Oh boy. So we get a bonus. Is this going to be the first thing that we do today is clearing the vaults? We have somewhere to put the rod? Because that seems like a great place to put the rod.
You don't have to do anything with this. I mean, it's securely locked right now. I'm just saying that is the drawback to Weatherstone that I've decided to put in there. And it'll be up to all of you when you feel up to it. Like, definitely no obligation to, kind of figure out what's going on down here.
Suppose we could just open the vault, throw the rod in there, close the vault back up.
It's yours, monster.
Have fun with it, guys.
I hope you're not smart enough to use it.
Can we just confirm that the 3 keys fit the 3 holes? Like,
It
not necessarily
does,
open
yeah.
it, just confirm.
Yeah. And these are like round tubular keys with like small studs randomly assorted around the outside of the tube. So it's kind of unlike any keys that you've seen before.
So it should be hard for someone to bypass it too.
Yeah.
Do the sounds we hear sound like anything we've ever heard before?
Give me a survival test.
Something I'm great at. Said not me. No successes.
You can push that if you want.
Yeah, I suppose so. Probably can't hurt at this point. Oh, good. It got worse.
It did hurt at this point. That's exciting. Yeah, you don't know. Like, strange animals off in the distance somewhere.
Well, sounds like animals.
Yeah.
So
But
there are animals behind this door.
What it sounds like, yeah. Which is odd.
Kind of animals that can stay locked in a vault forever and not have to worry about anything.
I don't know, unless there's another way in and out of here.
Oh,
Although it seems like it'd be silly to have a vault with another way in and out of it.
I for one would rest more easily if we took care of this. Although I'm still rather new.
Well, we still got some tables and whatnot that we could use. We could have one of us open up the vault after we pile up some of the tables around, kind of like make it like a little wall around it, just a little wall. Then whoever opens the vault gets pulled on the other side of the wall, and then we just take turns taking pot shots at whatever's in there.
Make sure that we have our whole group with us before we open that door.
No, absolutely. Let everybody know.
so what's the plan?
We're going to gather everybody together and open the door. It
Oh, I
sounds like.
love it. That sounds like a great idea. So everyone gathers up, including Heladim and Alacrin.
Do we
Gathering
find
around.
weights?
I don't know. I don't know.
Weights do you want to be
Or-
found?
Not really. No, not yet. Anyway, maybe later in the day. Maybe if I would have put a number on it, a quarter day later might be a fairly decent amount of time, which I'll be solemnly by safe waters by myself, just
Sure.
reflecting.
Now, and this is a large castle, like kind of when you explored it as like a, an adventure site before. You fast tracked, but like in the main hall, there's all sorts of rooms in there, guest rooms, servant quarters, and then it kind of moves up into the lab area, and there's some storerooms tied to that, and then it's in the large theater where the harpies were. And, there's the stage area, there's some backstage areas. And then finally the upper castle, which has all the rooms for the family and the immediate servants of the king, along with the king's chamber, along with, its own separate like kitchen and serving area and court servants areas. So, I mean, there's a lot of rooms for waits to go get lost in. So everyone but Waits surrounds this door. Now, Waits, is there anything? Do you want to do any talking about what you're doing, or just want to leave it as a surprise?
It'll be a surprise.
I love it.
It
Absolutely.
sounds more fun when y'all are doing is fun. It's fine.
So, who's opening this door?
Is that me? Am I doing it?
You can or I can.
I suppose I should. I'm not sure.
Sure. If you want to open the door, you go and you turn the three keys and you spin the central hub, and the vault kind of unlocks. Think like a bank vault door. Like, it's large and metal and intense. And as the door as you break that seal, pushing it open, it actually there's the hiss of air releasing as just this hot, humid air moves out of the vault into the area you're in. You can just smell it. Carries like a musty, wet smell, like the smell of like mildew and feces and like rotten meat. Just kind of hisses out. And it's as that door opens.
I run outside and I zip up the tent flap.
You run outside and you zip up the tent flap. Good job.
Yeah, you said it was intense.
Oh, it was intense. Yes, just like camping.
No, I'm joking. Okay, keep going.
But as this door, it hisses and it opens up, and you can kind of swing the door open. You see it's like a finished stone round room with a long hallway disappearing into the darkness past that. But as the door opens, just the sounds of those creatures that you heard just go silent. And then for a long time, there's just nothing as you stand there listening, trying to decide if the stench coming out of this place is going to turn your stomach. But then you hear this inhuman scream. And then all of a sudden, the very heavy and rapid sounds of feet, hoofs, something clattering against stone. And it sounds like it's getting louder and coming directly towards you all.
Oh boy.
What do you all want to do?
Huxley is just kind of standing there like a deer in the headlights, or just kind of mouth agape and not really reacting yet.
I'm greatly concerned.
Balari wants to try to cast animal speech.
Sure.
It would depend on whether or not it's a mammal,
Okay.
but I want to give it a shot.
Sure. So, and actually, that spell should be in Foundry now. If you go into the items and then core game, then all the spells are in there.
I just see critical injuries.
Yeah, same here.
Let me click some buttons. Now do you see it? Does core game show up with things inside?
Still just critical injuries in that folder.
Gosh.
Well, I'm gonna refresh it and we'll see. Nope.
What is going on here, Foundry?
Too many buttons.
All the buttons.
Well, I've got the book right here if you need me to look it up.
Oh,
I
hey.
should point out that we're on Foundry with the new official Forbidden Lands module for Foundry. So if you're into playing tabletop RPGs on and looking for a virtual tabletop to play it on, Foundry's got an official Forbidden Lands module, and it's pretty sweet.
It's looking pretty sharp.
Yeah.
The Gear Talents Critical Injuries core game.
Yeah.
It's under the little box looking thing at the top called items.
Yeah,
Yep,
item directory,
I see
the
it.
core game, and then there's spells. It should be.
Oh, I don't see.
Why does it not show that? That silly thing.
I know.
Everyone set up his owner. This is why I liked the old permission module add-on, because it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
Yep, just
Yep,
came up.
now I see
I had to delve down to the last folder and open up permissions there. You can't.
Yeah.
It's not doing inherited permissions, which is
Mm.
mad dumb. All right.
Now,
So shape-shifting should be there. But anyway, go ahead.
So-
that was just a whim on my part. Yeah. Allows you to speak with a mammal. Number of questions equal to the power level of the spell. Can tell you what it has seen, heard, or smelled, but they do not perceive the world as humans do.
All right. So do I need to roll this?
No, just how many willpower you want to. The more willpower you put, the more questions you get.
I've got 2, so I'll spend both of them.
Sure. So
And it can't lie, right? It says that's part of the description.
It cannot lie. So I'll tell you, as soon as you cast the spell, like your ears kind of I don't know, you feel a slight tingling, and all of a sudden, this screaming that you hear running towards you turns from an animalistic screaming to now you hear it screaming out, "Fresh meat!"
Shit.
But now, if you want, you can yell out into the darkness your questions, and it will be obligated to answer 2 questions.
Okay. Crowdsourcing. Get 2 and only 2 questions.
Light meat or dark meat?
Can we feed you something other than us? I don't know.
Yeah, so my first question will be how would I phrase that? Would you eat meat we give you instead of eating us?
God, yeah, let's see. Would it eat meat? It would say yes. And you hear it, the rest of you hear this broken, strange call from the darkness. And the charging hoof foot sounds kind of slows down to a trot almost. Kind of caught off guard by being asked a question.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, yes, man meat, horse meat, child meat, meat of goblin, meat of orc.
And I'll turn to the group and say, do we have meat of harpy?
I mean,
Or anything?
We could go and fetch it.
yeah.
Yeah, gladly. I'll be right back.
Figured you'd be in for that.
So, yeah, it says it will eat meat other than you if you provide it meat. So, Osborne's on the way to go get that meat. Do you want to ask your other question?
So my other question, yes, chat. Elvis or Beatles? Get the important.
Perhaps we can ask if we can move freely through the vaults or something like that, possibly, without being harmed by it. If we feed it. I don't know. It's just an idea. So
Yeah, so follow-up question then would be,
either that or
Yeah,
is there some other means through which we can communicate with it?
yeah, I'll ask if we feed you, can we come and go here freely?
It would respond back. You can come and go freely from my labyrinth, as long as you do not get caught by me.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily a very helpful answer, but yeah, that's kind of what it would say. Like, yeah, as long as I don't catch you, you're welcome to come down here.
Okay. So I'll kind of let the group know, like I'm pretty spent on willpower at the moment. So maybe at another time we could probably have more of a conversation with this person, or with this creature. But for now, that's all I can ascertain. So I'm like, Osborne, are you coming with that?
Yeah, I'll be there in a bit. Hold on.
Grace would like to walk up to the door and examine it. I know you said there's 3 locks. Is there any writing or anything on it?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, you would, okay. Yeah, I won't make you roll for this initial thing. You looking around, you do see that on the interior rim of this door, there is inscription, something etched into the metal. And then looking on the circular frame that the door fits into, you can see there's matching inscription into it. Some kind of, you would guess, it looks magical in nature, right? I don't necessarily know if you've got magical kind of ability to immediately know what it would mean right off the bat, but it definitely looks like there's some kind of magical component to this door.
You know, it behooves you not to speak in riddles. Are we allowed to come and go? Why must you catch us?
Well, now with Balari's spell having worn off.
Oh, so we can't speak anymore?
I've got Ashley gave us all another willpower, so I've got one more question that I can ask.
Okay, cool.
So I will. Sorry, I was looking at my sheet, but I will ask the question that Jen asked.
Okay, give that to me again, Jen.
Oh, crap. It behooves you not to talk in riddles. Why must we, are we not allowed to come and go? Why must you chase us? Minotaur.
Because it was my task given to me by the Father to guard this place and keep intruders out and keep his pets in.
I'm guessing the willpower's worn off and all that. We're done with questions.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, for now. We can definitely feed him and come back because I have probably 5 more questions that I would want to ask.
So, Osborne, you make it back down. Did you grab both harpies or just the one?
I tried to grab as much harpy meat as I could.
So, I'll say, yeah, you're dragging 2 full harpies behind you.
Oh yeah, I'll pile them on Bob if I have to.
Yeah.
Just don't let it see Bob.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so as you get down there, the hoof steps are coming closer. The light from where you're at kind of shines into this long hallway. And you can see this creature slowly revealed by the light from the ground up. And just hoofed feet, furry, thick, muscular legs, thick, furred torso. Looks like a giant, muscular man with cloven feet until you get to the head, and then it is very clearly the head of a bull. Large horns that are kind of jagged and broken, and scars all over this creature's body. I don't know if that do anything. Kinda. What's this? Oh, it let me put a Minotaur on the map. Hang on a second. I can do this. Bam. Look at that. There you go. So yeah, that looking creature, giant axe in hand, as it walks out of the darkness, looks at all of you, grabs the meat, drags it in, and then drags its axe along the ground, kind of like a line in the sand, just on its side of this large door, and then takes the harpy meat and disappears back into the darkness.
You're welcome.
Right. We'll talk again later. So Chuck, what did it say again about its duties?
It was there to keep, it was put there by the Father to keep intruders out and to keep the Father's pets in.
Whatever on earth those are.
I'm gonna think about like if I've ever heard of this keep and any sort of father of Weatherstone.
Sure. Give me a lore test. let's see.
Oh, apparently I'm really tired.
It looks like it, yeah. Yeah, it does. You rolled 2 ones. Luckily, only one of those ones would be a bad one if you pushed it, but that means you can't push.
Nah, I'm not going to push it.
Yeah. Yes. That's what you know.
Yeah. I
Maybe
haven't.
after a rest, I might consult with my book here for the
Yeah.
sound check. My wits are also down.
Now, actually, I'm sorry. I do have, and let me show it to everyone. You did pull some lore on Weatherstone before. And that's kind of what you came across. Let me actually close this so it's... Come on, mouse. There we go. Yeah, a long time ago, there was a King Algarod. Alderland was overcrowded, sought to expand by leading armies across the mountains of the Ravenland, fell in battle to the demonic sorcerers Yogfer. He was lost, so too was his scepter Nekhaka, which is the scepter you have, rumored to be the source of his power. But the king refused to die because he was just such an asshole that he just didn't want to go. And there he stood in Weatherstone. And sure enough, that legend's pretty much came true because the king did march again, and you put a stop to him. Yeah. Anyway, that's
So
what
maybe
you
we don't
have.
want to put it in the vault with it.
I think our relevant line is the war chest remains in Weatherstone, guarded by spirits and beasts. That's probably what's in this vault, actually.
Well, maybe if we have the wand, maybe we can convince him that we're Algarod, right?
That's an
Possible.
idea.
I mean, we do have it.
I mean, I don't want to do that because that would be a dumb idea that would get me eaten. But
I don't know
Somebody
that we
could.
necessarily have to convince him that we are him, but that maybe we're his successors or something of that nature.
yeah. I mean, we're in charge. We got the rod. We wouldn't have got it from him because he's like all powerful, right? So obviously he wanted us to have it. It would be the line of treachery we would use with this big thing.
Fortunately, we don't have any way to communicate with it at this point.
No, need to take a break and do some other things.
Well, I mean, we can always come back. I mean, he's not leaving.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean,
Do we want to leave the rod like just on the other side of this door here or something, maybe?
What is it that we're wanting to bury?
The rod.
A magical rod. Let me see.
well, I mean, we could leave it in your hands and you could be the rod steward.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
Took me a second.
And we've already got a bard. Speaking of, where is he?
Where is he indeed?
I'll be right back.
So, yeah, what? I don't know. What's up?
Balari's going to spend some time looking over the kitchen and seeing how much it'll take to get this ready for maybe hiring in a cook someday. So just assessing the quality.
Sure. I mean, go ahead and give me a survival test. I think that would encompass kind of like getting the idea of what you would need to get a fully functioning kitchen going again.
Got a success?
Yeah. Make sure this is set. So as far as that goes, like it would be considered like the bakery. And to get you a good bakery going, you've got a decent fireplace in your kitchen. You would just need to spend, a couple quarter days, maybe, scrubbing and cleaning out, and then you would be in a situation where you could hire a baker. So, I mean, you're going to have to probably put some money, buying some equipment, but all in all, it's not in terrible shape. So,
So, upon learning that we have a moat with a tentacle creature in it and a vault with a minotaur in it, Bellari will go back to things that are in her control, like putting a little elbow grease into this broken down area for food preparation.
Sounds like a great plan.
Did we decide what we want to do with the rod yet? I feel like that's something we should make a decision on. In or out of the vault.
Bellari votes not in, because I think that'll just the creature may actually recognize the rod, so
Okay.
it might be a bad thing that we're just like, oh yeah, hey, we found this, leave it be. That might not go over well.
Okay,
But that's
probably
just
not
my
until we can talk to
that's
him
just my 2
further,
cents.
at least. Okay, maybe we deal with it next time. So I guess I'll continue holding on to it.
Okay.
I'll just wrap a cleaning cloth around it and use it to like, scrub the
There you go. That's your Swiffer for today.
Put it to good
Those
use.
nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Huxley's going to look around for a place to rest.
absolutely, that's not a problem. I mean, there is a lot of space in this castle, so kind of we can remove the Minotaur for now. So kind of the castle's kind of in 3 different sections here. The first is the lower castle, which I'm circling in white. Down here in the lower castle, there's servants' quarters, there's a large kitchen, there's a large hall. There are some guest quarters, like some larger, nicer looking, rooms for people to stay in. There's some guard areas. There's this middle section of the castle, which doesn't actually look like it's intended to be used as, places for people to live. There's the old torn up laboratory. There's the, like I said, the giant theater. And then finally we have the, what are you doing there? It went all over the place. The upper castle, and that is tough to see.
That's okay.
I'll do a nice bright yellow, just to annoy everyone. Okay then. Yeah, then that's still white. Okay, I give up. There's the upper castle, which is kind of like where the old king's chamber was. There's a lot of other really nice rooms. There's also a bunch of servants' quarters. And so, I mean, yeah, do you want to, lower castle or upper castle, or you want to go find someplace non-traditional to rest in?
Huxley, he'll be like a mini boss, if someone comes into the castle. So he'll go down to the lower quarters.
Okay. Yeah. You could find yourself. Now, I'll say that probably Heladim has probably taken like the guards' captain's quarters, or the captain of the guards' quarters down below. But, I mean, yeah, you can find some really nice rooms. They did like have a section of this area designed for, visiting people of importance. So Alacrin would be kind of working in that area as your innkeeper, trying to get it kind of set up and ready. But yeah, you could find yourself a good sized quarters down in that area.
This is the nicest room I've ever slept in. I haven't slept yet, but, well, I'm going to sleep in it.
Yeah.
Will have slept in, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, there are ancient, worn down beds, The down of the mattresses is definitely given out to time, but it's better than sleeping on the dirt, on the rocks, So yeah.
Still the nicest.
Yeah. What's next? Has it been our quarter day? Does Waits arrive?
Waits has gone for even longer, actually, because I had to roll a d6. So Waits was broken by Wits at the end of the last fight. So it took 6 hours for me to become unbroken.
Oh.
And then it's going to take basically another quarter day of rest for me to get back my full Wits. So he'll be gone till like morning, I think, at this point.
So yeah.
I'll probably rest for a quarter day myself.
Yeah. I was the last thing that happened is I got broken. I took the critical injury at the end of the last session. So
Yeah.
he wandered off to get his thoughts right, to gather his wits.
Ah.
All right. So
We lose you all day in the enormity of this new place.
We still need to probably make contact with guys who sent us after the rod.
Yeah.
Give them an update of some sort.
Yeah. I know Waits had the hot jar from Zertram, which I think was the communication thing, or was it the stone?
No,
I
think I had the stone. You got we all got
it's
one
just
of the jars.
it's a grenade. That's right. It's basically like a.
I got one of the grenades, but I think I got the stone.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah. What's I don't know. What's the plan?
Are we gonna tell them?
Are we done resting and meeting back up?
Yeah, I mean, we can fast forward to tomorrow. Give everyone time to recuperate. There are benefits to. I'm trying to tear my headphones out. Benefits to resting in your stronghold. Specifically, your benefits are that you rest and sleep undisturbed here without risking any mishaps, which is nice. And each adventurer in your group gains 1 willpower when you arrive home to your stronghold and spend at least 1 day there. You only get 1 WP each per session in this way. So you all rest for the night. You wake up. Everyone's got an extra willpower for
Nice.
spending the night in your castle.
So I think we got to come up with our. I think we're planning to continue our lie that we didn't get the stone, correct?
That you don't have the scepter?
Yeah. I mean, our plan at the end of last session was to like start planting a series of rumors of like where and how where the stone's been taken, who took it, like one rumor that's heading west, like far to the west to like whatever furthest town any of us can remember, one that's got it heading east, and then one that it was taken. I think we were considering having it be taken by Balari's little contact, that crazy ogre guy or whatever he was, Bjorn. So like I think that was the idea, is like we were going to start laying some foundations for that. But the other thing is that we were like, the plan that we had with Zertram was that we were supposed to go and travel to, I think it was like Pelagia on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And meet up with the Red Runners there. So like we can contact the guy if we want, or we can just ghost him. Is sort of like the 2 options.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad one. I wasn't sure if there was merit in us contacting them and saying, man, we haven't found it, but that may risk outing us.
We could just say we failed. I mean, oh well. So don't hire us again, and then we're out from under him.
Yeah.
I mean,
For now,
what's the problem in just not contacting him yet?
No, that's fair too. Like I think ghosting is fine.
Yeah, I'm worried that they would potentially pursue us.
See ghosting as evidence of betrayal.
Yeah,
Well-
I think. Yeah, that was my concern. Is that just flat out not responding to them would seem suspicious.
Oh, okay.
Whereas if we gave an update, then
Trying to appear good-natured.
Mhm.
Yeah. What we're supposed to do multiple things, like, go get the stone and then go someplace really far to the south and east.
Yeah, but I think we're starting with we didn't get the stone.
We're supposed to head to Pelagia to the east, meet up with the Red Runners there, hand it over. I think the plan that Zertram has was to collect all the rubies of this kind, and it depends on how much we give a darn, man. If we do, we want to get to the rubies ahead of them. If we don't, we just let the world burn. That might be a better choice anyway.
Well, yeah. I mean, just a little bit worried about, these rubies, collecting them all and making a snap decision.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's partly why we wanted to hold on to this one.
Okay.
Keep one out,
All right. Well,
but act like we don't have it.
so is we just telling a lie.
that is correct. Because we are, though, trying to avoid just letting the whole world burn. That's why we're
World's gonna
trying to
burn.
remove these.
Just a question of when, not if.
Yeah, that's gonna be terrible. Really bad.
I don't know. There's a certain kind of beauty to it,
Well, I mean,
Waits, you're really not yourself lately.
So he looks totally different, by the way.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
Completely in black. Like he spent all night and day into the morning dyeing all his clothes black. He shaved his beard completely. He's like kind of slick backed his hair, and yeah, he's just his normal smile is just gone. It's just replaced by this like just thin line.
His honest eyes are now dead eyes.
He's still bright and blue, but they're sad now as opposed to, happy and trusting.
It's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah.
Definitely a little different these days.
I don't know. I was under here the whole time, I think. Who would have thought a heartbeat would have shook me out of it, though? Listen, y'all want a lot of this thing? That's fine. I'll make the call. I don't care.
All right.
Yeah, he's the guy to talk to then. You got him, Waits.
You do sound sufficiently crestfallen at failure, so they might actually believe you.
My whole life's been a failure, Bellari. What's one more failure on top of a lifetime's? Give me the damn stone, man.
I'll hand it over.
I'll flip it open. I'll punch in Zertram's digits.
Yeah. Well, this is Marigold, the bard that you're calling up. So yeah, you open the stone up. You contact it, and just moments later, you hear the voice of Marigold come out of the stone, and it's just the same soft, gentle voice, like, "Ah, yes, I was wondering if you were ever going to reach back out to me."
Wonder no longer. But we ain't got good news.
From your tone, I would imagine not. You sound quite defeated. What happened?
I'm afraid the stone was taken by a different party before we arrived. We're looking into where it might have gone. I have a few leads, but nothing of certainty yet.
That is quite tragic. Do you have any idea on who took it?
Well, we've heard that there was a group of Rust brothers that were in the area where the stone was said to be. And some of the locals said that they were heading out to Alderstone in the west. And we heard another rumor that there was some small group of undead. They might have taken it down towards Backwater Bay and Pelagia itself. And then we also heard stories of some massive bear and terrible ogre that is hiding somewhere in the northern Dankwood. There's just so many different options. We just haven't had time yet to run them all down.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a manipulate test.
Okay.
Go for the gold.
Okay, I have no points of manipulation.
That's great.
Oh no.
It's all good. It's all good. Hang on, let me see if I got any talents. I do have. I have 5 like empathy, so it's not like it's gonna be terrible.
And then let me check something real quick before you roll that.
Okay, yeah, I was just double checking my talents to see if there's anything.
And there's something about honest eyes.
Can he see your eyes?
I don't have that anymore.
Is this
That was
a-
that was
gone.
my
Is it video
pride.
call or audio only?
I'll just say, but don't worry, Marigold. We're gonna find the damn rubies or stones, or I'm gonna die trying.
Where's the scepter?
I know we
certainly
discussed
could.
not having it with us while we did this call.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that
Yeah.
is
Okay.
true.
Okay.
We can say that we left it just outside the
Okay.
vault
I'm
door.
just gonna throw it out there a little bit that scepter does give a D12 artifact to manipulation tests.
Nah, I
All
don't
right.
need it.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll it out.
Okay. I'm gonna push.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep pushing
Ooh.
with my true grit talent as a
Oh.
dwarf, and I'm gonna spend 3 willpower, which is gonna allow me to push it up to 3 more times if I want.
Wow. Okay.
Oh goodness. No.
2 successes. All right.
Okay, there you go.
Ow.
I kind of don't want to hit this button, but I got to.
You do what you gotta do.
Pushing.
I'm gonna call it the aggressor takes the win in a tie. So, for now, you feel confident that Marigal has accepted the fact that you all have failed at your task and are chasing down rumors on where it might be. So Marigal will say, very well, we'll do what you can to find it. It's important that that ends up in the hands of the Red Runners. Keep your look. Keep your look out for it, and I've heard rumors that you all have headed towards Weatherstone.
So, gotta have a roof over our head, don't we? Don't want the rain falling on us.
That's fine. If we need your assistance, I might call visit on you there.
Why not just use this fancy magical device that we're talking on?
Well, I can. Some conversations are better left for face to face.
Plus, we're gonna be out in the world looking for your stones.
Okay.
So we might not be here when you come.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll call first on the stone.
That's only polite.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you have quite a task at hand, trying to find who actually has the scepter and retrieving it and turning it over to the Red Runners in Pelagia.
Well, I guess we better get off this phone so we can get to it.
Very well. I might recommend that you get some rest as well. You sound rather agitated.
I
But
slept for 12 hours yesterday. I'm fine.
okay then. Well, I am gladly going to end this conversation. Thank you for your time. And
I don't say anything. I
just clack, flip it shut.
I do like a movie hang up where I don't say goodbye.
Yeah.
She bought it. We're fine. And I just toss the stone back towards Dan.
Absolutely wonderful.
Did we all hear that conversation, by the way?
Yeah,
'Cause
it
I'd
was
like
it
to
was on speakerphone, yeah.
I'd like to express concern that they know about our whereabouts.
I imagine that they would know about us pretty quickly.
So,
That's
I
why
mean, and here's the thing. This is your first day in Weatherstone. So it would be kind of strange if those rumors had traveled back to Amber's Peak already.
Well, didn't they also say they could track us with that thing?
Mm-hmm. That's just what I was wanting to remind you all on.
Yeah.
Either that or there's a spy amongst us.
Not it.
I mean, we're literally carrying a spy rock.
Is she the type to call where you're at?
We don't know her all that
We
well.
don't know her well.
Oh,
I have misgivings about that. Can we also bury that as well?
I mean,
Let's bury everything.
I don't know that we quite want to bury it. She's going to come here, possibly.
Not if she can call us.
But then she just comes here and waits instead.
What?
Will that be rude?
It would be, but they're very dangerous.
They're dangerous. I didn't realize she was dangerous.
So we're trying to.
Waits is gonna pull out a knife, by the way. It's like, well, so am I. And just start like rubbing the blade of the knife.
Just because you're wearing black doesn't make you dangerous.
Which is absolutely fantastic.
You're rather
doesn't.
clean shaven now.
I am.
And slicked back hair. It's a good look. I need a groom.
And I'll just slide the knife across the table.
Oh,
Go ahead, it's sharp enough.
I don't mean cut. I mean groom.
Keep it.
Yeah, I'd
around
hate
more.
to see a shaved dog person anyway. Ugh.
I'm not like my poodle cousins.
Well, on that note, what do we do next?
well, I think that if they's likely to show up unannounced, that we probably shouldn't keep the rod here.
Well, that's why I know the thought was possibly putting it in that vault.
Well, even if it's in the vault, I mean, they could still come here and find it.
It's much harder though without the keys. Rather than distributing one item out of our sight and control, maybe we can spread out 3 items.
So you would trust that creature with such a thing?
Well, I mean, we'd have to figure that out first.
There's no more harpies to be had.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably get some livestock or something from one of the towns.
Hmm.
Or go find some beast in the forest.
Yeah.
So long as his taste doesn't change anytime soon.
It sounded like any meat would suffice.
What do we know of where the other rubies might be? The other stones, Dan?
Gosh, there was a rumor there's some on a crown. Is that the ones that we already got?
I thought we got the one on the sword.
So, well, you retrieve the sword of the king, but this was an all black sword with no sign of a ruby on it.
All black, you say?
Yes.
Not sharing.
And then the rod was supposed to be one of the stones. Let me see if you all have a legend on that.
We do. I just can't remember the content of it.
Because didn't we hand one of them over earlier?
The Red Runners have like three of them already, I think. Maybe 4 after we gave them.
So, right here, there was the ruby that was on the clasp of the queen in Eye of the Rose, the Orcish queen, and you helped the Red Runners reclaim that. There's rumors of a ruby that's on a sword, but I don't think you've heard anything specific on where that is. And then there was also the ruby that you have in the scepter.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, there was the crown itself. And the crown itself is said to have 3 rubies in it, making the 6 rubies altogether needed to complete the crown.
Right. And the Red Runners have that already?
I don't remember that specifically.
Okay.
You know, I have an idea.
Mhm.
We could see about removing the ruby from the rod, and then we could send the rod to them and say, "Hey, we found the rod, but it looks like whoever took the ruby."
I'd be hesitant to turn over the rod just because I don't know if it gains its power from the ruby or if it's powerful on its own still without the ruby.
Oh, ruby would be a lot easier to conceal.
Sure, but if the rod maintains its magic, we could be compelled to divulge our information quite easily.
Wait, what are you saying?
The rod can make someone else do something.
Oh,
So I don't really want to give that to someone who wants us to do something.
Can I seize that rod?
For what?
Can I seize that rod
Or for what?
so I can look
Wow,
at it?
that escalated.
Okay. All right.
Right?
Sure.
And I'm gonna take the rod and give it a good look over and see if there's maybe there's some sort of library with some books, because apparently, this place was a place of power, and just kind of do a little bit of research on it to see if there's any way I can discern what would happen if the ruby was removed from the rod.
Now, give that you're wanting to see if there is a way to remove this ruby from the rod.
Right, and if so, are all of the properties that this rod has because of the ruby? Would there be any power left over in the rod without the ruby?
So that's going to be, knowing that is going to be tough, because that's going to be some real magical kind of stuff. Now, you're a magical kind of creature, or dude.
Kind of, yeah.
Give me I think this is going to be a wits test. I think we're going to call it give me a lore test.
Okay. I'll spend a little bit of time, maybe pulling out some old books, if there are any. I'm just imagining this. So
Okay.
I can maybe
pull out some
help.
old books and...
If you want to take some time and really kind of go over some information, I'll let you take a bonus on it. And then if Steely Dan is going to help, I'll let you turn that into a +2 bonus.
Okay. All right, so
You got a success. Do you want to push that?
Probably should. I don't think one success would be enough to really do that. So,
Okay. You will take
where's
2 wits damage.
right?
Push
Where's
on your character sheet at the
At the
top.
top.
Yeah.
oh there? Nope.
All right. Still just that one success. So, when it comes to artifacts like this, usually, the item is imbued with power. Now, the other thing is a ruby like this, especially, what's supposed to be one of the fabled rubies of kind of like the original elves of Ravenland. They also carry power. You feel confident you could use the ruby. Remove the ruby, I'm sorry. You could remove the ruby. But, you're not 100% where the magic's going to go. Is the magic all the ruby and the rod is just a fancy holder for it? Or is the magic all the rod and the ruby's just there by happenstance to make it look nice? But you feel confident that you could remove it. Looking it over, you can kind of see how it was fastened in. Just a little bit of gold hammered down into place to kind of hold it there. A little bit of wax in the back of it to secure it snugly in the socket. I don't know. With that one success, the rubies like this will always have some magical properties. So you're confident the ruby will have some magical property carried over to it. You're not confident if anything will remain in the rod. Does that kind of...
Yeah. I mean, I'm for certain that this ruby will have some sort of power on its own. It's just I'm not certain whether or not it would be a fancy stick or not if we remove it, or whether it would have any sort of power in and of itself. So, I mean, I think removing the ruby is going to be good no matter what.
Sure. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm just not confident about turning over the rod.
Yeah. I mean, we could take a further look into it and see.
Just to kind of throw a bad idea out there, you could remove the ruby from the rod, and then you could take Dan's ruby and fix it into the rod, and just hand the rod over with Dan's ruby in it. Dan won't technically be dead, but until he returns in the still mist, his physical body here will be dead.
I don't know what any of that is. So I'm
so
not
essentially,
saying anything.
yeah, in the lore in this is the still mist way up north is kind of where the elves kind of dwell. But the elves don't naturally have physical bodies. They exist in the still mist as rubies, like a kind of, psychic hive mind kind of thing. And when elves want to go out into the world, their rubies manifest a physical body, and then they go out in the world and do their thing. When their physical body dies, someone can take their ruby and return it to the still mist. And in the still mist, they can continue their life they had as a ruby, or they can manifest a new body.
So this is common knowledge?
Dan would know it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's an elf. So Dan, they just need to cut your chest open.
I did. And eliminate me from the game.
Remove your ruby. No, I'll just let you
that
play
knife real quick.
I'll just let you play as the rod. You're the group's sentient item.
Yay.
Misty Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to say Huxley doesn't know that.
Yeah, that's fine. You're saying
I'm
if
not
you want to
sure
cut his chest open.
The real question is who else would know this or not.
Any elf?
Yeah, which is just me. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm gonna offer that idea.
No, that's probably best.
Imagine Dan's thinking of it and all that flashes through his head and he's like, I can't help you, man.
Wait a minute. I have. Oh no, never mind.
What?
I
we
thought I had
should-
an idea, but I definitely didn't.
Oh, you think you had a thought?
Yeah.
All right.
So I just need you all to come up with a plan, and we can take it from there.
Right.
You
Well-
can find the other rubies before the red runners get to them.
Yeah, they
We
can tell
heard
that we're
about-
moving or not.
We
when
heard
move.
about the Stanningus crown. We've heard it's got a scepter of a king, which we have. We heard there's the jewelry of a queen. We heard a sword that slays giants. Let's fucking go where there's some giants. And let's learn about a damn sword that can slay them, I say. Enough of this putzing around doing nothing.
And let's say
We're
we find another ruby, huh? And we can give the one on the rod to the guy who we're in deep with right now and be like, there you go. Our end of the bargain's done. We hide the one ruby we get, and everything's fine.
All right.
Sounds like we need to take it with us for sure.
Yeah. I do have a thought. Maybe we could give our cellular stone to like Heladim
Or Alec
for now. So that way we're not being tracked, and yet there's still someone who can answer it.
Tell her we're not home. Take a message. We'll get back to her when we can.
You know that.
Well, did we agree to have it on us?
Do
No,
you trust anyone else to have it on? I don't.
the phone, the cellular stone.
No, the stone will give to Helden, like you just said. But the scepter, you trust that scepter and that ruby with anyone else but us? I don't.
I don't. No, I'm just talking about like the cellular stone. We leave it here.
I know. Let's give it to Helden.
Yeah.
Let's get the damn scepter.
Well,
And let's get the fuck moving.
Well, I'll just keep it for now. Then again, if nobody's got any differing opinion.
Death's coming for us one way or the other. I'd
Okay.
rather it take a little bit longer to find us. But if longer we sit still, the quicker it's going to come.
All right, I think we got our plan.
Okay.
So, Chuck, we're looking for any. I would be looking for any kind of thinking of any sort of place, any place of like scholarly study or somewhere where we might find people who know about the legend of the Stannengeist crown, like this. 'Cause,
Sure.
I know
any
a place where we could find somebody who knows something.
was that Osborne
Eye of the Rose.
going back in, huh?
The
People who know a lot of things there.
the king of the Eye of the Rose was gathering all sorts of scholars, and there was that giant library there.
Full of elven literature.
I already know how to get in too.
You do know how to get in.
All right, let's do it.
Pack our bags, get some rations together, and
No, let's just go right now.
pack our bags and get some rations together. We'll be
You know,
on the
Bobby
road.
wants to cook for us before we leave. I'm fine with that. That sounds good. Yeah, absolutely.
At some point, maybe we should keep our ears out for a good cook who might want to
Once
come
again,
here and
the
do some.
Eye of the Rose would probably have some great cooks who would probably be willing to come on for real cheap.
Yeah, maybe we could do a little recruiting while we're there.
So-
We wanna-
I don't know. I heard their cooks tend to fall asleep down there a lot.
I would ask that those of you who are familiar with this, if you could update our new friends some of the information about what happened at the Eye of the Rose.
Oh, well, there's a bunch of people that are basically kidnapped down there by some, was it ogres or orcs looking to be civilized, but they don't know how to read. So they just took over this place with a bunch of elven literature, and anybody who knew how to read Elvish, they just kind of, lure them in, say, hey, we're building a kingdom, and then they just kind of keep them there. We ended up getting a lot of their people out. and pissed off a lot of them while doing it. So,
I'm from there.
oh,
Oh, you know all about it, yeah.
well, then I don't know anything about what I just said. So, you know.
So yeah, Adam, you would know the Eye of the Rose. It was an old elven city with the old castle standing above it. The Orcish king moved into it, the emperor, and the emperor turned the city into an Orcish city, and he took over the castle itself, the Eye of the Rose. And yeah, he was inviting all sorts of, trained craftsmen, scholars, musicians, artists, trying to make a better life for orcs, giving them the proper way to build their own culture outside of the oppression of the elves and the dwarves. The only kind of questionable thing is the emperor's tactics were he would invite people up, and if those people met the needs that he had, he would give them two options. You can live as an honored guest and teach us what you know and just live your life out here, or you can live as a prisoner and live your life out here and teach us what you know.
Well, let's just say that my former mentor was an advisor to the king.
Oh.
And yeah, I know all about it. And it's one of the reasons that I'm no longer part of that society.
Okay.
And, well, yeah, I mean, it was forced guest or honored guest either way.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you outlived your usefulness, they were given to my mentor for experimentation.
Doesn't sound too surprising.
No, I couldn't live with that anymore.
That's
Is
fair.
that really where we want to go?
Guarantee what we want.
I mean, it's not like we're going to be welcomed if we go back there specifically.
So now Waits had the right idea on this, I think. Waits said, I know how to get in. Do you all remember the secret entrance into the castle?
Yeah. I mean, we could try and
And it
sneak
goes
our
right
way
in
in.
the library too. So
It does go right into the library.
Yeah,
Bags
that's
are
true.
packed and we're ready to go.
So,
Listen here. It can be a good place. Perhaps if the Emperor were to change what he's doing.
It's kind of,
I feel as if there was some goodness in that man.
yeah, he's doing the wrong things for the right reasons.
yeah, it's well intended.
And I believe that, well, he listened to his advisor a bit too much. Perhaps some of that goodness that's in the Emperor can come out better if we were to get rid of my former mentor.
Oh,
I could rest better at night if we did such a thing.
Interesting.
Man, that weak of mind who can be influenced by an advisor doesn't have the right to lead shit.
You know what?
Damn about him. We're going in to get information.
Why don't you talk to him? Why don't you talk to my mentor?
I did talk to him if it's the damn advisor that I fucking encountered. And he was a sniveling little shit.
So
we ain't got time for this. We gotta go. We can do this conversation on the road. We got time. We got things to do. The Red Runners are on the move.
So let me give a little bit of clarification here, because Adam's advisor, or Adam, your mentor, was more of a secret advisor to the king, and there was also the kind of the public advisor, the cultural advisor to the king.
the kiss ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Harenga Gala was the advisor to the king that Waits met. Harenga Gala was a human who was teaching the emperor Horka, first of his name, or the first and the greatest, about how proper luxury life was. So it was his doing. Pretty much the human advisor was just making shit up and telling the king, here's how all the great other kings do this. So everyone wore kind of ridiculous, gaudy outfits, really weird etiquette and manners. But Adam, you would know that your advisor served more as, on the darker magical arts, who advised the emperor in secret. So you would know who they're talking about. You would know Haranga, and you would, smart as you are, would know that Haranga is just a piece of shit who's just mooching off the king.
Wait, was it Ferenga?
Yes, that's his name.
That was not my mentor.
Well, that one didn't really need to know much of anything other than how to suck on the teat of that king. Listen, it don't matter who your mentor was. If you want to kill him, we can kill him, but we got to get some damn information. We're spinning our wheels right here. We're just wasting time. Meanwhile, the Red Runners are going this way and that, collecting this ruby and that ruby, and it ain't going to be that long before the whole damn place burns down. And all of you apparently don't want to see that happen. So maybe we pack some damn things, we get Death Butter ready to ride, and we get going.
I'm ready to go.
Fair enough.
Laurie has made weights like a special pack with, like, I don't know, some snack or something that he enjoys, and trying to improve his mood.
Here.
Feed it to Death Butter.
Oh my gosh.
Go.
You're going to feed Werther's Originals to Death Butter?
Fear not, Waits. If the world is set on fire, I'll teach you how to walk.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good. You do that.
I do that.
That's some cryptic shit. I like it. I'm going to write that down.
All right. So, the Eye of the Rose is our goal. I'm going to stream back over to the world map so they can see things. So, we're currently in Weatherstone. Eye of the Rose is just right down over here. Do you want to just retrace your steps entirely? Or do you want to try and move through some new hexes?
I was going to suggest that maybe we try and hit this one hex, at least this one here in Frostcliff, or maybe if we don't want to hit that one, maybe, either of these three.
Yeah, I was thinking kind of the
because we could go to Frostcliff and then come diagonally out from it, potentially.
If you are wanting to buy some good supplies, Frostcliff is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Just keep Steely Dan hidden.
Or don't. Death
Maybe on the way
comes for
back.
us all, Dan. It might be your time.
This is beautiful. I love it.
We say while walking.
Okay. So you move through 2 hexes a quarter day. You've already been through these hexes, so you don't have to re-roll those. You know your way through. Is that the hex that you want to navigate through?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Or we could just do like the straight shot and just do like that one and then the two
And then
others.
these 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool. So let's do that one first. Let me get
Got it.
If everyone wants to go ahead and go to the party sheet. And so pretty much we need Bellari to lead the way, and we need someone to do our scouting.
Which I've been doing previously, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not really camping, and we're not doing any hunting or foraging at this point. Actually, we need to remove Heladim and Alacrin, because they're not going to be participating.
One success, so...
So that's our keep watch. Melissa, did you roll our...
Working on it.
Okay. It looks like the link is broken. Oh, 2 successes. That's good. Yeah.
The journal link is broken.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is? Okay.
But she can still do the
Yeah,
roll.
the
Okay.
rolling link is working.
Okay. All right, cool. So that means now I get to see if we get a random encounter here. We do. That's exciting.
Yay.
Maybe yay. We'll see.
No,
Is
I
it-
love random encounters.
Is it exciting?
Yes.
We'll see. Critical injury.
That's exciting.
I don't know that I like my mentor as much as I used to before.
Yeah, he's a little dark now.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Steely Dan's job to see if there's some way to reverse this.
It's permanent.
I know, but that's not.
What are we talking about? Your foot?
No,
Oh, his mood, his
wait,
personality.
my personality change. It's
I
permanent.
really like. I loved weights before, but I also really love this weights too. This is.
He's such an asshole.
It's just that dry fucking humor that's hitting. I'm really enjoying it.
God.
All right, so you're all marching along through this section, and you at first you hear the guttural song, mush mash, guck cluck, and the sounds of drum beatings and rhythm, and you spot a group of orcs, maybe like 10 of them, walking in a chaotic procession, and actually walking kind of in the direction that you're going. They're singing some kind of, like hymn. Now, Huxley, you would recognize it as like a battle hymn. In the middle of the group, there's 2 orcs carrying these huge wooden sticks, and trussed up between these sticks hangs another orc, dangling there helplessly. Now, Huxley, I don't need to make you roll this. You would just know this from a cultural standpoint. These are people from the Eye of the Rose. Sometimes, when certain orcish members escape the Eye of the Rose and the Emperor isn't done with them, they get sent out, this band of hunters get sent out to retrieve the fugitive and take them back to the Eye of the Rose. You would be so familiar with this because you actually tend to, every now and then have your own fears that eventually a band like this is going to come for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how do you all want to handle this? This is what you see. Steely Dan, you passed your scouting test, so you all will become aware of them before they are aware of you. And they're making enough noise and they're singing their song, marching proudly, that no one's looking back to kind of see you all kind of slowly moving up on their position.
I think this is a good opportunity to get Huxley's expertise on: do we stay out of sight or do we try and approach them and return with them?
Listen here. I didn't exactly leave this city on the best of terms. I don't know if one day they would come after me or not. But we could always find out. Just know that if they are coming after me, they're going off the rails. They're not gonna tread lightly around the whole situation.
Well, they certainly have us outnumbered, so we can't afford for it to go poorly.
How many are there?
10 orcs carrying the 1 orc.
So, I mean, don't know if we want to encounter this, but if we do save that one, I bet you we would have someone else to help us out back at home.
That's fair.
Very least, there'll be. You said 10, Chuck?
10.
And it would be a good way to see what our reception would be before we arrive. I'd rather deal with 10 of them than a whole freaking city.
If we take 10 out here, they won't be back in the city to bother us.
I think that we should try talking first, but, you know.
What's talking ever gotten us?
Bjorn left the town alone because I did some talking.
Did he leave the
Sure.
town alone? Or is
He
he just
did.
haunting like a specter in those northern woods, ready to pounce on any small child that happens to go wandering and playing with his young puppy that just runs off the leash a little too far? And then
But
suddenly a giant bear pounces down upon it.
Isn't there some form of ironic beauty to that, though?
No, there is not.
Oh, no. There's such sadness in the world.
Okay,
Yeah.
keep it down. You're good. They're good to hear us.
We had a win. We need to appreciate the win. And crossbow is at the ready.
You call that
hidden
a
behind a
win?
tree.
You and I need to have a serious discussion over what winning looks like, because it don't look like that. But I tell you, could we lure half of them away into the woods, maybe? Take out a few, and then we saunter in and take out the rest, maybe? Sorry,
Yeah, I
Grace.
got an idea. I'll charge in with Bob. I'll tackle one of them, and then I'll go running away. They'll probably keep a couple guys there to guard the orc they're taking, and the rest of them will come after me. They won't catch us, of course. And then that'll leave you to swoop in and kick the crap in.
That sounds like a pretty reasonable plan.
It does. How about we add to this?
Mhm.
I step out there and I talk to them and we see what their disposition is. And if their disposition is poor, then we execute that plan.
What will be your signal?
Maybe hooty hooty hoo.
I love
Perhaps
it.
just, oh shit, this isn't what
That
I
sounds like a catchphrase.
Yes.
Be like an orc war cries.
So I'm going to step out all by myself.
I love it.
There's no way this can go wrong.
Osborne, once he's gone, is he gone? Go ahead, do your plan. It'll be fine.
All right.
So, all right. So we've got competing plans here. So, Huxley, you're going to step out and try and actually like talk with them, right? Peacefully
Yes.
try and gather some information. While we have
And we have
Osborne
a signal at the ready.
and Bob. Is it Bob? What's your pig's name, Jake?
It's Fat Bob.
Fat
but
Bob. All right.
Like the Harley Davidson motorcycle.
Fat boy, yeah.
There you go. You're going to charge out. And
Only if the signal happens.
if the signal happens, yeah, I love it. There's no way this can go wrong.
Waits has got his short sword out and is lingering behind Fat Bob's ass and might give it a slap.
Oh, I love it. Well, Waits, when you're ready for that, don't let me stop you.
Thinking about it. Thinking about it.
All right. So, Huxley, you step out. What do you say? What do you do?
He'll step out and go, oh there.
The orcs stop their march and they all kind of like spin around on their heels, weapons at the ready. But when they spin around, they see that it's another orc. And you can kind of see that they relax a little bit. They're not, that aggressive stance kind of chills out, and they call out to you. Oh, well met, traveler. What brings you here this day? We are returning home to the Eye of the Rose, and you're welcome to accompany us.
I think That's where I'm headed as well. Who's this we got up on here?
Oh, this is the no good fugitive Sarga.
Does that name ring a bell with me?
I'll say, how long have you been away from Eye of the Rose?
It's recent.
Go ahead, give me a lore test.
Like I pretty much went straight from Eye of the Rose to where I met up with them. So
give me a lore test. Yeah.
Okay. I got one success.
That's good. Right now I'm trying to look up a few things. This is the Sarga. He's was studying up in the castle to be a we're gonna call him a peddler. A merchant. He was learning the mercantile ways, and he decided that he knew enough and was going to go out and strike his own riches. We can't have that. He was training to do good for Eye of the Rose and all orcish kind. So the king, the grand emperor, sent us out, and we've retrieved the traitor and have brought him back.
Oh, good on you. What's your name?
My name is Duval.
Does that strike anything to me?
No, but you can kind of tell from their dress. These are just guards.
Right.
But someone in this trader's place, you probably might have actually seen them around the castle. Mm-hmm. You and your master were kind of in the shadows, so...
Duval. Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say,
I got what you're putting down. Yeah. So, Duval, pleasure to meet you. Name's Oxley.
Good to meet you. And he'll kind of stroll forward and you'll do that strong orcish handshake.
Mm-hmm.
All kind of cool hand gestures that go with it. And then, so will you be accompanying us back home?
I'm not exactly alone. I have some honored guests with me.
Honored guests? Are they traveling to the castle as well? Or are you bringing them as guests to show to the king?
Not necessarily to stay. They have business.
Business.
And so I figure any sort of good business for the Eye of the Rose would be good, huh?
Yes.
But some of you lot look a little bit familiar. I might have seen you around before. Name's Huxley. I say a little bit louder.
So
I'm trying to read them.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead. There's 10 of them here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll me 10d6. That's an 8. We don't want to roll d8s. I'm going to roll 11 d6s.
Do it. Roll the d8s.
One of the guards does recognize you.
Mm-hmm.
Huxley, I've seen you around in the castle. You haven't been there for a few weeks. What are you doing out here? Like, did you have leave of the king to head out?
Not necessarily leave of the king, but I was sent out to go and learn more.
What
this
if
is obviously a lie? Like,
you're going to give me a manipulation test.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it's not the truth.
They're going to roll a. Do you want to push that?
Let's have some fun and do it. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Nope.
Well, you're going to fail. I want to go ahead and push, roll an insight just to see what happens. Well, you fail. They definitely get the feeling that something's fishy here. Well, if you're returning with us, then come, we'll escort you.
And so And what are their like? What's their body language? Like, are they reaching for the weapons and stuff like that?
They're not, but you can tell, especially that one that recognized you and called you out. They're a little more tense. They're not that kind of relaxed, like, oh, a friend. It's more like something suspicious here, and especially Duval, who is talking. He keeps kind of looking between the one who recognized you and then back to you. It might be turning a little sour. And Duval's like, yeah, hey, come with us, friend. Bring your guests. We'll escort you all back. And we can.
Well, I propose a cheers as I take out my bottle of wine and a chalice.
Well,
anyone else?
some of them have their own wine skins they'll pull out. Other ones have water skins. That's never a bad time for a drink, friend.
And I'm going to pour the chalice of wine, drink it, and I'm going to cast the spell Stir the Blood, where I can basically stir emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wanting to see if I can stir something along the lines of honesty. No, that's not really an emotion. No, that's I'm trying to incite them to express whatever they're feeling already, rather than just hiding, because I can tell he's kind of hiding something.
You're wanting them to kind of break the mask and
right, whatever they're feeling, I want them to just.
Okay, so you cast the spell. You spend your WP. You cast your spell.
I'm going to spend 2 WP just to make it more powerful. Ooh, I got a 6.
All right.
Nice.
So that. Oh no, that's not a 1. Okay, so now it's power level 3.
Okay.
And it was the one that recognized me.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, mate. Here's to old times.
You're a bloody traitor. I recognize you. You ran away.
And to that cheers, I'll say, hooty, hooty, hoo.
Yeah, they're going to be a little surprised right off the bat. But I think it's definitely time for some initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get some tokens out here. Come on, tokens, where are you at? All right, our characters, we're going to do... That should have... Oh, I saw Bellari show up. What the hell's going on? My thing's being real silly. Real silly, I say. Would you work?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh. Now it's just... Okay, screw it. We're doing it the old-fashioned way. I'll just keep track of it by hand. We do have the initiative table, so if you click on the... Actually, you know what? I'll just roll these for you so we don't get everything mixed
Just
up.
to butt in real fast, I get the first 3 rolls.
Yep. So...
I'm going to spend 2 willpower to invoke rank 1 of Path of the Night to draw 2 extra initiative cards.
Sure. I can handle that.
That's Chuck's favorite thing. Extra initiative.
Making initiative even more complicated.
Yeah.
I suppose if you want, you could give Jake and I just the first 6, and then we'll just pick the better of the 2, and then...
That's what I was going to do. So, Dan, your first number is a 13. Once again, the lower your number, the better. Jake, your first number is a 2.
Nice.
Dan, your second number is a 19. Jake, your second number is a 14. And Dan, your last number is a 16.
I think I'll be taking the 13.
All right, so the 13 and the 2 stay out of play. And the 19 and the 16 and the 14. All right, so weights. You get a 12. Balari, you get a 10. Grace, you get a 3. Very nice. Huxley, you're ending up with a 9. And our orcish friends, nice, get a 19.
Whew. It's getting a little worried there.
I know. Number 1 was still
Yeah.
on the table.
So
It's just
Jake,
like, boy, it'd be inconvenient if they got to go first. This plan would be much harder to pull off.
Well, I'm going to spend another willpower to make a mounted charge attack from Bob, invoking rank 3 horseback fighter.
The real problem is I think we have to wait for after their turn if your goal is to lure some away.
Yeah, but still, I can charge in right now, and that's what I'm going to do.
sure. I'm just doing a little cleanup on my piece of my little notepad here. So Jake, yeah, it's your turn. So if you got shit to do, please do.
Okay. When I add to the artifacts, do I write 1 in there for the D8 for rank 3 horseback fighter?
You could just put a D8 in there. You don't need to do. Yeah.
There we go. So the first guy I'm attacking is taking 3 damage.
Sure. There's 10 orcs. You're gonna do. This is against. So we got Duval, and then we're gonna call him Orc 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is against Orc number 9.
Okay. And against Orc number 9, I'm also going to invoke Path of the Night rank 3, and I'm going to spend 6 more willpower to deal 6 more damage to him on top of the 3 I've already dealt.
Fantastic.
You're going to murder that one.
Oh, yes. I want him dead.
All right. So give that to me again, Jake. How much damage did you just deal?
9 total.
I guess you're very likely to get their attention this way.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. And they've got a combat rating, an armor rating. So 9 damage, they don't soak any of it. So that reduces their shield to 2. God, that's so much damage, Jake. I think you just kill this one outright.
That was the goal.
If it doesn't kill them outright, then I think we're all in trouble.
Agreed.
Yes, 9 damage. You slay this orc outright.
I
Well,
don't know
no.
we're here.
what kind of weapon are you using?
Not yet.
My foot. That's
so-
delivered from the back of Bob.
You give him a concussion. So this orc is broken
Boot
and
to the head.
concussed. All right, so 1 orc down. Next up is Grace. Grace, what do you got?
I'd like to do the sharpshooter rank 1 ability that adds a +1 to my attack rolls.
Sure. So yeah, you spend a WP, you get a +1 to your attack roll. Holy shit, you put
Goodness.
5 damage.
Lord.
Wow. That's going to hit against orc number 7.
Maybe we don't need a plan.
Unlucky.
Wow.
They do soak 1 of that 5. So this orc is not broken. All right. Yeah, that's a fantastic shot. All right. Huxley, what do you got?
The one that I was talking to,
Duval? Or the
Duval.
angry one?
the angry one.
All right.
How close is he to me?
You were right up in him. I gotta re-roll that. You're right up in their area, so he's maybe like 10 feet from you, so within short range.
Okay. So, kind of like backyard bullies and all that. So, if you're outnumbered, try and make an example out of one of them as much as you can.
Sure.
Huxley rushes in and grabs him and just starts like headbutting him
Okay.
over and over again, and like even grabs his throat and starts squeezing with a barehanded attack.
Sure. Go ahead and roll that out. One point of damage. Do you want to push that?
Let's risk it.
Sure. 2 points of damage. Is that do you have an artifact?
I do.
Okay. Well, it's a 7.
From a talent. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. 2 successes. So that's 2 points of damage. Let's see what this one's armor does for it. It doesn't take it. Takes the 2 points.
Yeah, but I did damage to myself. So.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a real bummer.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You did just as much to you as you did to them.
Yep. But I got more willpower from it, so
Cool.
I'm happy.
All right. Balari, what do you got?
I am also going to shoot the one that Grace shot.
Sure.
We'll see how that goes. 1 success.
1 success. Do you want to push that or call it good?
I think I'm going to call it good.
Okay. So that's the one that Grace shot. So you're doing 2 points of damage. They have a reduced gear bonus. They don't soak any of that. You break that orc, and that's going to be a stabbing. Pierce cheek. Not lethal, but yeah.
That's my turn.
2 down. Very nice. Weights, what do you got?
How far away are we?
You would be at like medium range, which would be
So there's like short or long, one of those two. There's distant.
I would call it short still. Like it's not that far. One of these days I'll read that part in the combat.
Yeah, there's arm's length, which is just melee. There's
Yeah.
near, which is basically like reach weapons.
Yeah,
and
short
then
would be.
short.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Huxley would have been near.
Okay.
So you were all in short range.
We were like in like some bushes or something.
Yeah.
All right. If that's the case, I will go ahead and I will pull out the horn and I will just I'll just blow into it, and this sort of melancholy different note than you're familiar to. It's like drop D tuning all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, everything was standard up until this point. And I'll burn 3 willpower to do a Path of the War Cry.
Sure.
And give you all +3 on your attacks until my next turn.
Suddenly he's
Nice.
playing 46-2 on his horn. He's gone the way of Tool.
That's fantastic. All right. So yeah, everyone gets +3 on their attacks till waits his next turn. Steely Dan.
Boy, everybody's doing stuff here, so I guess maybe if we're trying to stay at range, for now I'll try and shoot into that crowd also.
Well, 2 people
but
are
not the
not
one-
at range. Just throwing it out there. Anyway,
I
go
know.
ahead. Yeah.
I was expecting them to well, shoot, you're probably right. So do any of them have metal armor?
They've all got leather armor, studded leather armor, and you can see they've got shields, but they haven't pulled their shields off their backs yet.
All right, well, Sounds like our original plan's falling apart, truth be told. So I guess I'll just walk up there and go get murdered while I attempt to murder back.
I love it. Absolutely. So you move from short range on up to him. Make your attack, Dan. Which one? Do you want to attack a specific one, or you just want to run in at random? There is the one that Huxley is currently trying to choke out.
Yeah, let's start with him.
Sure. With this one kind of being very preoccupied with Huxley, I'll even give you a +1 bonus on your attack to it.
All right.
And, well, no, I guess you can't do that because you already get +3, and +3 is your max bonus. So, yeah, you just get a +3 from weights.
Oh, okay. Well,
3 points of damage. This dude soaks one of those. So he takes 2 points of damage. He's still up, though.
this is just going to go wonderfully, I'm sure.
Everything's great. So now, anything else?
That's all I can do.
Our orc friends get to go. So, none of them have armed weapons. So, they pull out their scimitars, ready their shields, and they have 3 melee targets they can attack. Steely Dan, Osborne, and Huxley. Let's start with Duval. Duval is going to go after Huxley. Along with the angry guy, he's just going to try and batter you back with just a regular old fight. But first off, Duval. Ooh, swings with the scimitar but misses.
What we like to see.
The
Swing and a miss.
guy you're choking out swings, but he's in pretty rough shape, so he doesn't really get a chance to do much. 2 of them are going to run up on Steely Dan and swing with their swords.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 points of damage. Do you got any armor?
I do, and I also get a free parry, so let me see if I can parry
Sure.
that first.
You parry 1 point of damage, so you want to armor out, see if you can armor out that last point?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wow, you got... Wow, okay, yeah.
I got a lot of armor because I was tired of just getting my butt punched after I took any damage.
Yeah, well, there you go. Second one swings at you. Another 2 points of damage. So you've already used your free parry, but your armor just tanks you through it. All right. And then Bob, 2 of them run up on you. 3 points of damage.
Ooh. I have a shield and chainmail. How do I both of them?
I'm trying to remember. Does your armor stack?
yeah, I think there's an armor button above it.
There's a button
Yeah.
that rolls your armor.
Yeah.
The combat tab.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, just click that armor button and it'll roll all the things.
Yeah.
You take 3 points of damage, and your armor's bonus, one of your armor items, its bonus reduces by 1.
Okay.
Are you broken?
No.
Okay. The other one swings at you. No successes. Lucky you. All right. We start back out at the top with Jake Osborne. What's Osborne doing?
I'm gonna ride a step away from the orcs. Then I'm going to. Where is it? Nope.
I would, while you're looking that up real quick, I would like to point out when they pulled their scimitars, the poles they were carrying the other orc off of, they just dropped them to the ground. So this other orc is now still tied to the poles, but clattered and jumbled up into a, pile on the ground.
I'm gonna invoke rank
Free
2
of have him help us.
flames, and I'm gonna spend a willpower to get out of combat,
Okay.
and then I right away.
Okay, yeah, you're out of combat. All right.
The plan marches on.
Jen, what is Grace going to do?
Grace is going to use her fast shooter ability to basically have her bow ready to go again.
Okay.
And she's going to shoot the one that's closest to Huxley.
You get a +3 from the war cry that I enacted last round.
Sure thing. Oh, wow. Three damage. They soak one, but that still breaks the one that Huxley was engaged with. That's a bow, so it's a stabbing. Another pierced cheek. Okay. 3
Goes
damage.
right.
Grandmother's going around pinching people's cheeks.
Cool. Yeah. 3 down. Adam, what's Huxley going to do now?
Huxley's going to turn to Duval
Sure.
because the one that I was attacking is now broken, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So Huxley's going to turn to Duval and he's going to just like roar at him. At this point, he's completely lost all sense of like diplomacy or anything. And so he's going to give him a punch to the gut first.
Sure.
And +3, right?
Yep.
Okay. And that's
Deal.
nothing. I'm not going to push it because
Okay.
I learned my lesson from pushing last time. Although
You can
only
only
the white dice can
hurt
damage
you.
me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Adam,
see.
I wasn't paying attention. Did you take the +3 from my?
I did, yeah. I'm just at, I'm lowered down on the strength. So, yeah, let's go ahead and push it. Okay, yay, got one. So that should be just 1 damage because it's unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
He takes that 1 damage.
Good. And then as I punch him in the gut, I'm imagining he leans forward and I'm going to headbutt him with my rank 2 talent of Brawler, which gives me another attack.
Sure. Yeah.
And that one's going to do 2 damage.
Do you want
Nice.
to push that?
Why not? Oh yeah, that'll be
Up
3.
to 3. Let me check his armor. He takes all 3. And you know what? I just realized I was doing something slightly incorrect because I said that they drew their shields on their turn and I forgot to roll, but that's fine. I'll remember it in the future. Yeah, that's fantastic. He's still up, but he's in really rough shape. So Huxley, you put some real hurting on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'll just continue to like roar in his face.
I gotta say, I really love muscle wizards. They're so fun. So, all right. Bellari, what do you got?
Oh, I'm trying not to waste that +3. But I feel like. All right, I guess I'll get up in there and use a throwing knife.
Okay.
I gotta get near for that.
Okay.
So throwing knife +3.
2 points of damage. Do you care which one you're throwing it at?
Somebody's that already got some damage on him.
Okay, that would be Duval, the one that Huxley is engaged with.
I'll do that.
His armor should be reduced somewhat.
Yeah, that actually... Throw that out there, too. Oh, what is that shield? I did a shield bash? Who knows? Anyway, yeah, he takes both of that points of damage, breaking this person as well. And a throwing knife is going to be doing stabbing damage. Ruptured intestines,
Ooh.
lethal in
Lethal.
D6 hours.
well aimed shot to the abdomen.
Yeah.
To say the least.
All right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 remaining. And the turn passes to Waits.
I'm gonna look for one of them who is either surrounding Huxley
Mm-hmm.
Or threatening Bellari in some way. Preferably one who's big and strong looking and
Sure.
and I'm going to look at them and I'm going to you feeble-minded waste of breath. You want a piece of me? Well, here I am. And I'm going to attempt a taunt.
Sure.
And so that's going to be a performance test against their insight. And then I get from that.
They'd fail on that insight, so.
And I'm going to push that because having more successes actually is beneficial here.
All right.
So that's going to be 3 successes, and I'll ding 1 empathy. So did they can roll you rolled the insight already?
Yep.
So basically this one is I get a choice of what I want to do. I either have them come and attack me or I distract them, and their next attack roll is negatively modified for every success. So
Nice.
-3.
All right.
Nice.
Wow, that's impressive. All right, cool. After Waits comes Steely Dan.
I'll pick one of them and attack. Again.
No +3 anymore.
No more +3.
I didn't do the song this round. I'm saving some willpower in case we need heals.
That's fine. So 2 damage.
Okay. Two points of damage, and I get to roll some armor. They take both.
All right.
All right, yeah. You run up, you do your attack with your crazy sword there.
Oh, I forgot to roll the D8 artifact die.
That counts as another success, so that would be 3 points of damage.
It's almost a big miss right there.
Okay. After Steely Dan comes the orcs. Now, Jeff, that one, you just distracted it. It is not obligated to attack you, or is it?
No, I get a choice.
Okay,
So
okay.
I chose the distracted one.
Cool.
Choice.
All right, cool. Yeah, I got 6 orcs here. I'm going to go with the easy one, the one that Steely Dan just attacked. They're going to attack Steely Dan right back.
Mm-hmm.
2 points of damage.
Okay, let me roll my parry first. Forgot to apply some modifiers I have with some talents. Nothing. I'll roll the armor.
All right.
The armor saves.
You tank your giant amount of armor. All right. All right. You know what we're going to do? There's 6 of you. 1 of you is still out. 2 of you are out in melee range. Or
I'm
out.
gonna roll the die. Just send them my way.
We'll see what we get.
Sweet embrace of death is coming for us all.
Steely Dan catches another one.
All right. Oh boy. Well, lucky I have 2 parries now. So.
Quick question: was that at a -3?
That's not the one that's at a -3.
Okay. So he called one out specifically.
Yeah, there's one
Got it.
specifically that's at a -3.
Okay.
Just a big, tough, ugly-looking son of a gun. Is
Yeah.
what I was looking for.
Dan,
Yep. Wow.
you take.
I'm down.
Dan is broken. Let me give you a critical injury there, Steely Dan.
Yep. I don't think we've got any rerolls. So.
Bleeding thigh. Yeah, that's not so bad. You can drag that onto your character sheet.
Hmm.
That healing time, is that in hours or days?
I don't know. It just says
I'll look it up.
D6.
All right.
I have recovery bookmarked. I'll look it up.
All right. I can never remember.
I just need a quarter day to recover, anyways.
Dan, give me a D6.
Yeah.
That's the whatever it
something.
is. Yeah. That 4 means something. All right.
The answer stays. It's a
Days.
healing times in days.
I get to cheat that anyways. So
Okay. Cool.
Can't
This
cheat death, Dan.
this
Okay.
one, sure enough, goes after weights.
At the boy.
3 points of damage.
I still have my fast action, so I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to parry.
Sure.
Dan, how do you parry? I totally forget.
if your weapon has it under combat,
Yeah, I
there's a
do.
button.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, man. So then I also have a free parry per round. So can I do that again?
Sure.
All right. And then I'll go ahead and push. Can you push parry rolls, Dan? I never parry. So
I don't think so.
Okay.
Otherwise, I probably should have been doing that.
Okay. So that's 1. I parry 1, so I
Okay.
can't.
You got
so
any
I
armor?
cancel out. Yeah, I do have armor. So let me do that.
Oh, they can be pushed.
You can push that parry if you want.
Yes, I do. Wait, hang on. There it is. All right, that's 2.
You
Got it.
soak both points of armor. Good job.
Well, that was stupid of me. I should have been pushing those parries.
Maybe.
See, you're bleeding out. You don't got to worry about those kind of mistakes where you're going, Dan.
Jeez.
This one comes at weights as well.
Okay. right.
3 points of damage.
I have the free parry since I pushed, so I'm going to use my free parry.
Sure thing.
And I got 3.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Wow.
sorry. It did 4 points of damage, so you parried for 3. Do you want to push that or just back up on your armor? Now you
Parry
do.
cancels the 6s.
Does it just cancel the 6s or does it just negate?
It's
Okay.
armor that I think that negates damage.
Okay,
and
cool.
it's
Yeah, then
parry.
yeah.
I'll look it up, but yeah,
Yeah.
I could do it if I need to.
No, yeah. If it cancels, we can call. I'm good calling it
think
that.
so.
We can learn
I
it
think
for
that's right.
later. So yeah, you. Sure enough, you defend yourself successfully against this one too. The old man still got it.
Every success counters another success.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. Weights.
should-
This one's going to come after Huxley. Huxley, this one fails. And then this is the -3. And this one is going to attack. It just rolled everything. Why did it do that? I'm going to re-roll that attack because that's not right. It's going to go against Steely Dan. But you can't queue up more than 1 dice roll at a time. It throws a fit. Yeah, and it just misses Steely Dan.
Oh, good. Because I can't take too much more of a beating than I've already taken.
Wow, these orcs just aren't cutting it. Jake, what's Osborne doing?
Basically riding circles around the orcs and yelling at them.
Okay. All right. What's Grace got going?
I'm gonna shoot one that's on weights.
Sure. Yeah. Wow. 2 damage. They got their armor. Let's see what happens. They soak 1 of that damage. So all right. Huxley, what do you got?
So is Duval dead or not? I can't remember.
Duval
someone else finished him off.
is broken. Yeah, Duval's out.
Okay. Duval, yeah, sorry, not dead, broken. So one of the ones that's attacking Steely Dan,
Sure.
I'm going to turn around on them and hit him right in the kidneys.
Okay.
So let's see here. And yeah, that'll be 2 damage.
Okay.
And why not? Since we've been having such a success with this, let's
You gonna
live
push it?
risky.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
still 2 damage, but you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and then I guess I'm going to hit him in the crazy train with my Brawler Ring 2 talent of using my fast action for an extra attack.
Sure.
As I'm going to then knee him in the kidney.
I love it. Absolutely.
And we're going to push this one as well. Okay, yeah, 2 more damage.
Wow, nice. All right. This dude's still up, but
Yeah,
he's
trying to get his attention.
you've got his attention. All right. After Huxley is Balari.
Laurie can't really soak much damage from these folks, so she's just going to fast action, get behind a tree, slow action, reload the light crossbow.
Okay. Yeah, we can handle that. You get behind a tree, you reload your crossbow, and the turn passes to Waits.
Look at them both in the eye, and I'm just like, soulless and death. We'll go together, friends. And I'm going to attack them both. I have rank 2 of Sword Fighter, which basically allows me to slash 2 enemies with my sword. They're both on me, so
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and spend my slow action to do that. So we'll say first one is the one that Grace hit. So,
Sure.
Okay. That's 3 successes.
Do you want to push that?
No, that's good.
Okay. Let me roll this real quick. Yeah, they take 3 points of damage. They're still up.
Okay. And then on the one that Grace did not hit.
Yep.
And that's just the one.
Okay.
And I'm conserving my fast action.
Cool. All right, cool. Steely Dan. Oh, you're broken. I'm sorry, Dan. All right. Orcs. Orcs, and more orcs. All right. So the first one that was on Steely Dan that Huxley did not attack. This is going to be a change to this. Oh, no, because only Huxley and Waits are now in combat, or melee combat. So 1 to 2 is Waits, 3 to 4 is Huxley.
He would have to move to get to me, though, because I never moved into combat. They came
Yeah.
to me.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good point. He's going to go for Huxley instead.
Okay.
4 damage.
Oh boy. So I'm trying to see if for every reaction you perform, you get 1 less action when it is your turn. So I can do that now and have 1 less action when it becomes my turn.
Right. Your
Okay.
quick action. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try and parry this because that's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage, yeah.
Which
Counts as 2 successes, so that would bring that down to, what is it, 3 damage? No, I can't count.
2
2
damage.
damage, yeah.
So that would put me down.
Do you got any armor?
I do have armor, but it's like, do I push this and take the 1 damage? I think I'll try and hope for some armor to save me. Yeah. Oh, no, it didn't happen. Okay.
All right, so you take 2 damage.
I am broken.
Oh. This is a slashing injury. Severed ear.
Okay, so then, hang on. Looking up some talents real quick. When I'm broken by any kind of damage, I can spend willpower points to immediately get back on my feet. For every point I spend, I recover 1 point in the broken attribute. And it doesn't affect the critical injury, so I still have it. But I'm going to spend 4 willpower points to get back up.
Sure thing.
As he gives me severed ear.
Severed ear, and you can drag if you hover over the word severed ear, you can just drag that right on your character sheet.
Okay. Yeah, I will do that. And so he severs my ear, and I go down for a moment holding it, and I get back up, and I give him like this glare of like, I'm going to murder you next.
Sure. Seeing that is quite intimidating, but the one you beat up on last time is going to run over to you and take a swing at you. Does put 3 points of damage out there.
Okay, well, let's see. I don't want to use up all of my actions, so I'm just going to see if armor will help me. Yeah, I won. So I took 2.
All right, cool. And then weights. The 2 that were on you. First one is going to swing. And it misses. Second one is going to swing. Puts 2 points of damage on you.
Okay, I'll use my free parry.
All right.
And
oh, yeah.
Away.
No problem. Yeah. All right.
Maybe she's coming for you two first.
Nice. And then Huxley, the last of these. Oh, no. We got... there's 2 left still. So, Huxley, you're getting 2 more attacks.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a miss on the first one. 2 points of damage.
Yeah, since there's another chance that I could go down again, I am going to try and parry this with my other future. And
you reduce it by well, no, you cancel their success. So you negate it. They don't deal any damage to you.
Cool. All
right, Jake, what's Osborne doing?
I guess I'll move into the one who just got parried, and I'll try to boot him from the back of Bob.
Sure.
Can you charge again?
Nah, this won't be a charge. I've only got 1 willpower, and I'm going to keep one of it. Going to run him and try and kick him in the butt.
Yep.
Hey, right in the butt. Bam.
All right. That's a point of damage. But his armor does soak it, so he's still good to go.
He's got a leathery butt.
All right. Grace.
So how many are on Huxley right now? 3?
4.
4.
Oh, okay. I'm shooting in that direction then.
Now there's 5 on Huxley.
Now there's 10. What?
Oh, wow. 3 damage. Let's do some armor. There's 4 on Huxley. Determine which one you hit. Very cool. You break another one.
Sharpshooter Grace over here.
Yeah, you sever their tendon for,
I was saved by Grace.
You're saving Grace?
Yeah.
Was it
pretty amazing
Achilles
shot.
tendon?
There you go. Achilles tendon. All right. There's 5 remaining. Grace, you dropped another one. You're putting in the work on this. Huxley, what do you got? 3 of them are on you now.
Nothing, because I used all my actions to defend.
All right.
So, I'm probably going to do that again, but hey.
Okay. There we go.
You know what I hear helps. Hoo-doo-hoo-doo. Just flap your arms out. Sure it'll work.
This is true.
That's great.
Yeah,
Bellari, what do you got?
Bellari will Seeing Huxley not do anything on his turn, Valari will shoot at one of the other ones over by Huxley that has taken some damage.
Thought you were going to shoot at Huxley. Quit being a freeloader. Do some work.
That would scare me for sure.
Now, I do want to point out that the 3 that are on Huxley right now are uninjured.
Are any of the ones on weights? Have they
Yes.
taken
Don't
any
worry
damage?
about the ones on weights.
All right, I'll shoot at one that's got some. I'll stick to Huxley. I'll go with the ones that
Sure.
I don't know that I'll be able to do as good as Grace, but I will give it a shot.
Sure. 3 points of damage.
3 damage.
They don't block any of it. All right. It doesn't take them down, but yeah, you put some hurt on them.
When that crossbow bolt sinks into the one next to me, I go, ah!
It came from a shorter angle than you were expecting.
That's great. All right, Jeff, what's got going?
I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. So I use my what's it called? Sword fighter rank 2 talent to attack both. First one will be against the one that Grace had shot at. So I think the one that's probably the weakest.
Yep.
So that's 1 success. I'm gonna push that.
Sure.
Let's keep hitting the wrong button. That's extra success, so 2 damage.
All right, cool.
And I take a strength. There we go. And then.
And they take all of that. That 2 damage breaks. That orc.
And I'll turn to the other one and I'll say, "Are you ready to join him?"
Oh, you cut their leg off, dude.
And then I'll attack him too.
Goodness.
No, not this time though. I missed him a second.
I never rolled my healing time on my injury, so I'm going to do that now.
Okay, cool.
5 days.
And then your ear will grow back.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's now the orc's turn. I feel like the other one that's on you waits. Seeing you just take the leg right off.
It's mine now.
They're gonna have to roll me a. Wasn't there an empathy test? What is that?
Yeah, it's empathy. That's exactly what you think. Yeah.
Where's it at? Is it wits? I'm not seeing it.
Just the attribute.
I think it's just an attribute.
Oh, it is. Yep, I see it. Silly me. Oh, okay. They're gonna do great. They fail it. So
1 empathy.
they have 1 empathy. They fail it. So like they're not moved by the removed leg of their friend there. So they're gonna keep fighting. So waits.
Yeah. Glad to hear it.
2 points of damage.
I'll do my free parry.
Sure.
And I'll parry it away.
Okay.
Next swipe's gonna be your
So
leg. And the swipe after that, your head. And then I'm gonna bury the sword so deep into that black orcish heart that you'll never, ever, ever feel anything anymore. I realized that I had already cut his head off. So maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
You just
Anyway,
can't
buried the
do
lead a little bit on that.
Yeah. All right, Huxley, you're going to take this first attack. 2 points of damage.
Okay. So I'm going to try and parry that.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I did.
Next one attacks you. Another 2 points of damage.
All right. I'm going to try and parry this one as well.
Okay.
Just trying to stay alive.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do?
I mean, it comes to a point when you should ask yourself, should I stay or should Van go now? That's the year. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll take that one.
And I was able to parry one of them.
Well, you parry their success,
Oh,
so
the
you
success,
completely
yeah.
negate the damage. All
Okay.
right. Last one on you.
Ugh.
Oh, you gotta be
good
kidding
Lord.
Do you got some armor left?
I do have some, yeah. No, I am broken again.
You are broken again. Let me give you a slashing critical injury. Critical injury.
no.
He slits your throat open.
Oh, nice.
It is lethal in D6 rounds. So would you please roll me a D6? You have 3 rounds.
I think it's -1, so 2 rounds.
You have 2 rounds.
No, the -1 is for the heal test.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. All right.
This
Yeah.
is fun. This is lots of fun.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and put... Yeah, we're on round 1.
Yeah.
All right. That orc, after slitting Huxley's throat, looks over to Wait and points at him with the bloody sword.
I will point back with this severed leg.
Jake, what is Osborne going to do?
Hey, before we start this round,
Yeah.
Dan, can you switch initiative cards with me, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so because you go before me normally. At the start of the round, we can switch initiative.
Oh,
cards.
shit. There you go. So, Jeff. Nope. It's still Jake's turn.
Yeah, just me and Dan switching.
But that moves... That actually doesn't do anything because you had a 12 and he had a 13.
It does something.
Okay, cool.
For fast action, I'm going to try to disarm the guy who just who is now holding a blade with throat blood on it.
Okay, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
2
nice.
successes.
Yeah, let's
All
see
right.
if you're a fast action hero.
Can he's going to try... Can you parry a disarm?
No.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I could look it up, but I don't know.
That'd just be in combat in the journal entry. Let's take a quick look. Changing the initiative. Zones, sure.
You can dodge or parry a disarm.
All right, he's going to try and parry that disarm. And that's that one. So he uses his quick action. You still pull a success on him. You parry and you knock his sword out of his hand.
All right, then I will just hang on to my current fast action.
Okay. Jen, what is Grace going to do?
Grace is going to look up at the sky and howl viciously. She'll be using her hunting instincts and burning 2 willpower. She's going to use her smell to target in on one of them. That's on Huxley.
Sure. Okay, 3 points of damage. You're targeting in on one of the ones that's on Huxley.
I don't know if I rolled that right.
I don't know.
Did it give you a
Because
bonus?
I didn't take the willpower off yet.
Oh, it won't take willpower on its own.
Oh, okay, good.
You have to go spend that manually.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll another critical injury. And you shoot an arrow through this orc's hand, breaking them. That's impressive.
We're getting there.
There's 3 left. All right, good job. Adam, you're still bleeding out. I'm going to put another marker down.
That's one.
Yep. Melissa, what is Balori going to do?
I'm gonna try a throwing knife at one of the ones on Huxley.
Sure. One point of damage. They just tank it with their armor.
Damn.
All right. It would be Steely Dan's turn, and then it would be Waits.
All right, so I'm gonna blow into my horn, and I'm going to blow the sweet sound of death. And I'm using my Path of the Hymn, and I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3 willpower points. Dan, you are no longer broken, and you can put 3 points into the stat that you were broken from, unless that's your max. You're muted.
Still muted, I think.
Yours, yeah.
Sorry, it was strength.
No strength, right? So it's so yeah, you can go ahead and max your strength out.
Nice.
Steely Dan's back in the fight.
And I will conserve my fast action.
All right. Well, now it is the turn of the orcs.
It should be Dan's turn.
Dan, did you have a 13?
He and I exchanged. So
Okay.
I would have gone before him. That's why I wanted to go before him, so that he would actually get a turn this round.
Yes. So, yep. Dan, you're up.
Well,
That's
I've
right.
gotta jump back up and be like, just attack whoever's nearby me.
Sure. There's a dude on Waits or a dude on Huxley. I'll let you, or 2 dudes over the corpse of Huxley.
We probably need to protect Huxley.
So sure.
Well.
Did you roll your artifact die?
Good call. I keep forgetting that that's a thing. There it is. Okay, so.
Nope. You want to push?
No, I can't afford to take the strength damage, I don't think.
Sure.
I'm too fragile already.
But you're another target at the very least.
But I might push it on parrying.
Fair enough.
All right. Turn passes back up to the top. No, it doesn't. The orcs get to go. Jake, the orc that you disarmed, he is just going to try and pull you off of Bob.
Fuck, it's a family show. Come on.
So we're going to do opposed strength here, Jake. He didn't succeed, so you don't even need to worry about it.
I'll still roll just for funsies.
Sure.
Yeah, neither did I.
Luckily, you stayed on your own without any effort.
That's wonderful. All right. He does not pull you off this turn, Jake. Maybe he'll pull you off in the future. Dan, the one that you just tried to attack, is going to attack you right back.
Yeah.
3 points of damage.
All right. Let's see if I can get any luck on this parry.
You have a free parry, right? From the what's it called?
I do.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm definitely not pushing that one.
2
Won't
points
keep
of
you alive.
damage.
So I may take the free parry.
Well, that would be you had to get up, so you would have had to use your fast to get up.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I was asking if you had a free parry.
okay, gotcha.
So that was
Do you
your
have
free.
armor?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, come on, armor.
You
All
take
right,
1
I'll
point of
take
damage.
one.
All right. And last person that gets to go is the one who's going to attack Waits with a sword. 2 points of damage there, Waits.
Feel the cold embrace of my parry as I send that shit back to where it came from.
There we go. It's fantastic. All right. Jake, what's Osborne going to do?
Before we go, can I switch with Huxley? Initiative.
You good with that, Adam?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you'll be going after Waits.
I'm gonna try to bite this guy in the nose.
Nice.
The guy who tried to push me off of Bob.
Show him
But-
some good old goblin fighting.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wow.
Making Huxley look like a fool.
He takes 3 points of bite damage right to the face.
And yeah, that'll just be my my turn.
Okay. Jen, what is Grace going to do?
Grace is gonna howl again. And I guess there's 2 still up, right? One on Hux, one on Osborne.
There's 3
Or
up.
one on Waits.
One
and
on
Osborne?
Dan, one on Osborne, one on Waits.
One on Waits is just a fly
Yeah.
waiting to be swatted.
The one on Steely Dan has not been injured yet.
Okay. Well, then I'll smell in his direction, not his enemy, so I can do extra damage to it.
Sure.
Hopefully you don't smell the fear coming from Steely Dan.
1 point of damage. Let me check that armor. He takes 1 point of damage. All right. All right. Jeff, that moves it to your turn.
I'm going to look at the one at me that's continuing to try to hit me and is being ineffectual. I funnel death through my voice and the music that I play. It is not your allies that are rising from the earth, but mine. And I'll blow another sad, melancholic drop D tuning, and I'll burn my final 2 willpower points. Hopefully, you are no longer broken, and you have 2 strength, and you are back in the fight. And I will conserve my fast action.
Does that do anything to the critical injury?
No, I'm still going to have to still count that because
Okay.
I'm still going to have to by next round. But he's also going after me now, so I might be able to do it before next round. I'm still going to have to make that check. But he at least is up and can do something this round.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Adam, you're back up with 2 points of strength in you. And Melissa, what's Bellari going to do?
This is going longer than she was hoping, so she's gonna have to try to poke at the one over Huxley with a staff. So she's gonna have to. She can stay in near. She's
Okay.
gonna try to do the staff. Oh no. I
Okay.
can't push that.
Yeah. All right. Adam,
Use this.
Yes.
I'm going to mark off another. We're now 2 out of 3.
You can attempt to heal yourself at a -2 penalty to keep yourself from dying.
This will be -3 because the injury also inflicts a penalty.
I don't even have that many dice.
Ugh.
You're guaranteed 1.
Yeah, you always get to roll 1.
No, let's not. I think it would be better if we got rid of some of the people that would be
Okay.
keeping me from getting healed than
So you're
1 in
right
6
there
chance.
next to the dude that's also fighting Osborne. So you and Osborne are right next to one.
So yeah, it's, being inspired by the horns rendition of 26 and 2 or 46 and 2, 46 and 2. I'm going to get back up and start yelling, hey, 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 over and over at the one that's on Osborne as I kick his knees out from under him, trying to make him fall on the ground with an attack.
Sure. Roll it out. You need at least 1 success for the attack to go through, and then I'm going to want a second success to knock him prone.
Okay. And we got that.
You get that, yeah. Dude's now prone. All right. And you put 2 points of damage. He soaks one of it. So he's still up. Well, he's still not broken, but he is prone.
And at that point, seeing him on the ground and vulnerable, like, can I institute an empathy check on myself just to see what I would do for a role-playing tool?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, we're going to do that. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to bend down, hunching over him, and just straight up bite into his neck as my as my blood is spurting all over him too.
I love it. Absolutely.
Man.
Drop to his face. Yeah, that's enough to do one. And since I'm at this point where I'm just like on death's door, I'm gonna push it.
Sure. Oh wow.
Gosh, look at that.
Yeah, that'll be 3. As I'm just yelling at him. As I'm gonna, I'm also gonna punch at his forehead and start yelling something about prying open his third eye or something like that.
Well, that critical injury really doesn't fit. You do not bite his foot off. I'll tell you what.
You go for a sword, but you're confused.
I'll go ahead and give him the same injury he gave you.
Oh, fun.
So you rip his throat out. He has 6 turns until he bleeds out, but he's broken.
You guys are necking.
Yeah.
Hey, I have found some sort of temporary sanity in this beep blood and beep on my hands.
Okay, that's impressive, Adam. Steely Dan. There's a
One
dude
left
all in
over
your
here.
business, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I got some luck in me here.
2 damage. You gonna push that?
I don't really want to break the sword is the problem because I don't know how we're going to get it fixed.
Okay.
Especially because I don't really want a lot of people seeing it.
2 damage. He's still up. All right. The orcs. They get to go. That one's going to attack you right back, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
But misses. And waits. And misses. All right.
It's about time.
Poor
It's about
fool.
time.
Any top of the round? Any additional initiative manipulation?
As long as I go before Huxley, I think
Yeah.
we're okay.
But Huxley needs to go last. I don't know where he is in the initiative.
If you want to swap with him, if Adam and Dan, if you two want to swap, Huxley will be the absolute last in the initiative order.
That sound fair?
Yeah. Because
Yep.
as soon as I start, I'm dead. Or do I get my turn and then I die?
I want to say as soon as you start, you die.
That sounds good. Yeah.
All right, Jake. It's Osborne.
I'm going to try to hop off Bob and put Huxley in a sleeper hold to keep his blood from just flowing out of his throat.
So are you making that your healing
That'd be a
check?
quote unquote heal test.
Sure thing. You'll take a -1 on this.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, there. Oh,
That a
Ooh.
boy.
Nice.
Wow.
You hold together Huxley's throat, allowing Huxley to survive the rest of the combat. As long as you don't let go.
yeah. I think I'm just gonna maintain this grip for
Okay.
a while.
Closer, tiny goblin.
Let go.
So, Jen, what's Grace gonna do?
How many are left now?
2.
1 or 2?
2.
2. 1 on Steely Dan and 1 on Waits.
All right. Shooting for the one on Steely Dan.
Fantastic. Oh,
I can't believe that.
Wow.
Just a slayer over here.
Yeah.
Shoot 'em.
Skewered skull. Instantly lethal.
Boink. My God, I can't
That's
believe
about it.
That's
making me embarrassed. All I'm doing here is just
no. What we have is a goddamn assassin. Is what we have. That's absolutely fantastic. All right, Jen, that was wildly impressive.
I know.
Jeff, what's Waits doing?
This poor fool right in the eyes. I see that Osborne is taking care of Huxley. And I said, there's just one thing left to do, isn't there? And I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I guess I'm just going to swing my sword. We don't have any, like, aim or anything in here, do we?
Can you take aim? I would have to look that up real quick.
I know aim exists, but I'm not sure if it's just for ranged attacks or not.
Fast actions, dodge, parry, draw, swing, get up, move, disarm, feint, run, grapple, ready, aim, ranged. Yeah.
Okay, it's just ranged. Now I'm just gonna I'll roll. I'm just stack. I'll go ahead and push. 2 damage.
All right. 2 damage on the one you have. That's not going to be enough to drop them. I do need to roll armor.
I want to savor it.
So they take 1 point of damage.
Your death throes are admirable, sir, but it's coming for you too.
That's fantastic. Which ball are you going to do?
Balari's going to move over and try to bonk that one on the head with the staff.
Okay.
Last one up.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah. 2 points of damage. I get to roll.
Should I push that?
It's up to you. I don't see why not.
Oh,
Do it.
I
I'll
would.
push it.
Give him the old kabonk.
Okay.
2 points damage.
All right. He's still up. You've completely worked through their armor. But yeah, still up. All right. That was Jeff, Balari, Steely Dan.
Maybe I'll get to kill someone. Probably not.
You can do it.
I'm gonna go right over there and try and do something useful this combat. Probably not, but we'll see.
2 points of damage.
Your armor's gone.
And the armor's gone, so
Let me roll a critical injury for you.
yay! I helped.
He cut off his
Oh, right.
nose.
You cut their nose off. All right.
Holy shit.
That was a slugfest. All of the orcs are
Yeah.
broken.
I'm gonna kneel down on the one that just fell. I got the blade in hand. I'm just like, shh. I'm just gonna slowly draw the blade across its throat,
That's fantastic.
Man, wait, come on, man.
and then I'm gonna close its eyes.
All right. So we are at time. So I think we're going to deal with the aftermath of this
Oh my gosh.
next session. I do want to ask a question. Does anyone run over to Huxley and help?
Huxley is good. Like the
Yeah.
care roll that Osborne did is going
Is
to
stop.
prevent his
Right.
death. So the
Right.
death isn't.
I know.
Issue.
Yeah. It's I wasn't going to make anyone roll, but the fact that Osborne is just kind of holding Huxley's neck together.
A little help here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll help out if we want to, but like, there's multiple types of rolls. There's one roll is literally just to prevent the death, and that's what the care is, and so
Yeah.
you passed on that.
Yeah.
And everything else, it's recovering, like
Yeah.
in like having like healing time. But
Right.
I would definitely,
Yeah. Well, this was just more of
flavor
like
wise,
an,
we throw some.
yeah, just an
some
RP thing.
cloth.
I would saunter over, covered in blood.
Yeah.
I think there's an ear down there somewhere. Here, don't let Bob get it.
Do you wish to embrace death, Huxley, or do you want to live on This feudal world.
There's more for me to delve out.
And so yeah, I'll roll a heal.
You don't need to roll a heal. Like I said, this is just RP stuff.
Okay.
Just RP. So yeah, you take like a bloodied rag and like help bind his neck together. That way.
Rip off the pant leg,
Blood
the leg that I'm still
Life.
dragging. There we go.
It's absolutely beautiful.
He's gone dark.
He's gone so dark. All right, that was intense. Some of you are a little rough around the edges right now. What are you? All right, that's the question. What do we want to do next session? Are you all going to head back to Weatherstone to kind of lick your wounds?
We could possibly just go right up to Frostcliff
That makes sense.
and just spend a little time there. A little time.
As
Yeah,
long
'cause
as
we were
you're
right there.
Yeah, as long as you're helping the economy, you'll be safe in Frostcliff.
Oh, we will.
That's right.
We'll
That's
definitely be
the-
helping the economy.
Yeah.
We have
All
to be
right.
busy and productive, or they kill us.
So why don't we do this? We'll start off next session in Frostcliff.
We got the guy that we saved who
Yeah.
would come
Yeah.
with us, or
Yeah, he'll come with you for now. We can figure out next session what the long-term plans for that person
yeah,
would be.
I figure we're gonna try and send him to Weatherstone, but we can have a dialogue or something next session.
Also, if you all are going to loot the bodies, you would
should.
get 10 scimitars and 10 large shields.
Oh wow, delightful. Because mine is broken, so I'll swap one of theirs for mine.
Yeah. So let's do the our end of session XP questions. Did you participate in a game session? Yes, you did. And actually, I need to click that in this.
Trying to remember, do we have a team inventory?
I don't know. You
I
can
don't think we do.
just.
I'll just write a note in my sheet for now. We can deal with it later.
I think you can stick stuff in the party sheet.
Party notes. Yeah, I think there's a party notes.
Yeah, there's a note section in the party sheet. So,
Perfect.
all right. And we
Assume a broken large shield is worthless at this point. So I'm just taking one out of the inventory and replacing mine.
Okay. Yeah. Did you participate? There's an XP. Did you travel through at least one hex? You did travel through one hex.
God, we sure did.
Boy, we did. Just barely.
Yeah. Did you discover a new adventure site? No. Did you defeat one or more monsters? Yes, you defeated a bunch of orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find treasure? If we count the swords and the shields,
It's loot at the end of the day. We're
yeah,
probably going to sell it for gold. So
I'd be cool calling that, yeah. Did you build a function in your stronghold? Actually, you did not. You got a stronghold, so now you're open in the future for activating that. Did anyone activate their pride today? I don't think so.
Oh wow, I should have. I keep forgetting about them.
What was your pride?
Let's see here. My pride is whoever threatens me will die a painful death.
This would have
Yeah,
been a good day for that, yeah.
It would have. Yeah. No, I keep forgetting pride's a thing.
My arrow always hits its mark.
Yeah.
You could have activated that, yeah.
The more you know.
Did anyone suffer from their dark secret? Huxley did.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a new dark secret that
Alright.
I changed due to my personality change.
Uh-huh.
And so my dark secret is that I'm eager for the sweet embrace of death to take us all. So I'm not sure, but I'm just like looking to just murder everybody and
Not only-
not so much murder everybody, just wanting death to overtake us.
We-
There
we
was,
did recklessly
you
get
you
combat.
played into that, and then you willingly refused help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to take it for that. That's
Thank you.
You're gonna have a lot of fun hitting that every session.
Or I'm gonna die really quickly. One of the two.
Did you risk your life for another PC? I think a lot of you could probably take this because that battle was rough.
We all did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
go ahead and take that.
Even the ranged?
How many people did you kill? Like,
You did
Yeah,
work.
but
Right,
I wasn't really risking myself.
Listen, I'll say you can take it, but if you think you shouldn't, I won't stop you from not taking it.
Right.
I
just
wouldn't bonk people on
I
the
just-
head with
you
the
know.
staff. That's not my thing.
Just merely picking a fight and sticking with it when we were clearly outnumbered.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay,
like I said.
okay.
Risk.
Did you perform an extraordinary action sometime? Grace gets this, right?
Yeah, that's what Grace should definitely get. Is
Does anyone
Sure.
else
The
feel they
one-shot.
get to unlock the extraordinary action XP?
Maybe Huxley and Waits also.
Um,
Huxley kept getting back up, and Waits was just, I don't know. You
and
did Waits.
I didn't
things,
take any
so-
damage. They never actually hit me. I
Oh,
just
wow.
carried them the whole time.
that's amazing.
And I played my horn and raised people.
Osborne did headlock Huxley
Did you?
into
I like
life.
Yeah, that's pretty good, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good too.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to judge yourself on whether or
Well,
not
I
you
know,
did it.
like you guys both spent like a lot of willpower, like making this fight work, though. So
I'm done. Like I'm tapped out on willpower. Like
Yeah,
that was the
same.
last one in Huxley. I was like, this is all I got. You got 2 HP.
That's
Did
awesome.
a goblin kill an orc with a kick?
So I also remembered that there are questions that we get to ask for reputation. None of those really came into to factor today. Like a prominent NPC was killed or saved from certain death. Not
What was this NPC? This
Duval.
Darga.
we'll figure that out next session, and then we'll kind of play it from there. Feared monster was slain. Not really. Legendary treasure artifact was found or stolen. No. Deed permanently altered the overall situation in an adventure site. If you go to the adventure site and you say, or if you go to Eye of the Rose and say, hey, we killed a whole faction of your people, then yes. But at this point, no. Deed will have significant consequences for one of the major powers in the Forbidden Lands.
We lied about the rod.
And we specifically framed the Rust brothers too. Like I mentioned. the
Yeah,
Rust
you know,
brothers
I
at one
think
point.
that would count. Why don't everyone go ahead and increase your reputation point by 1 because of that? And for reputation, you only get the maximum of 1 point increase. So the last question would be built a certain function of your stronghold, but you didn't do that, and you already got the reputation point. So there we go. You guys have some XP in your pockets. Your reputation has increased by lying to the Bard Marigal. Yeah, that was intense and exciting, and I really enjoying Waits' new dark outlook.
yeah,
It's I'm gonna get everybody killed.
I love it. I love him
Yeah.
even more now.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I just figured he was having a case of the Mondays or something. I don't know the difference. so.
Every day is the Monday.
Every day is a
His world.
Monday.
Yeah.
and unfortunately, there's no Snickers in this world.
Oh,
Ah.
give me a break.
So yeah, Defenders of Cobalt. That's primarily where you can find Dan, Jake, and I. What do we got later today? We're running a basic fantasy role-playing kind of sort of one-shot. It's a continuation of the loose kind of story that I've been telling for some basic fantasy sessions. Dan and Jake will both be back with me tonight, starting at 9 p.m. Central on Defenders of Cobalt. We're also going to have Joe and Dion joining us with a couple new faces out there. So, yeah, tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Central, twitch.tv/Defenders of Cobalt. What do we else? Sunday, tomorrow night, you can catch Jeff and I over on Notorious DMG as Jeff, Christopher, and myself continue the adventure that Bert's running us through in Shadowrun. And what? We still have a Kickstarter out. You can check it out. Chuck dies in the end. I don't know if I still have that link queued up. I don't. I have the happy
I got
birthday song from the Ting Tings. Thank you.
I got it.
Yeah, let's see. Adam and Jen, what do you all have going on this week?
Jen, why don't you go first? I'm still trying to find a link for what.
Well, there's things that have taken place in my personal life. I might be streaming a little bit more this coming week. So yeah, check out my channel, Pixel Prowler. Appreciate it. Thanks.
There you go. Adam, did you find your link, or you want us to come back to you?
Yeah, come back. I'm
Okay.
woefully unprepared.
Jeff, Melissa?
In 3 hours over on twitch.tv/LawLakeHackers, we are playing a town called Malice, which is a GM-less narrative game that's kind of Nordic horror. Begins with a dead body, and we tell a story after that. Then on Monday over on Free League Publishing, so this channel right here, starting at 9 Central North American time, we are starting up a brand new Things from the Flood mystery landscape. So it's a session 0. We're making characters, and we're also going to be building the sandbox. So if you want to come hang out and actually build the sandbox with us that we're going to play in and do crazy stuff, that would be a great time to come do that.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
And
Yeah,
then we always have on the alternating Mondays, we got our Alien campaign, which several people on the screen right now are in. And coming in March, we're also going to be playing some Delta Greens. So some good stuff coming down the pike for us.
Exciting. Adam, did you find your link?
Yes, I did. I'd like to promote a supplement I'm making for Zweihander called Radiator RPG. And it's about a post-nuclear apocalyptic world, and just what survivors are doing there, and trying to make your way in what is the post-nuclear Texas, in a place called the Lone Star Coalition. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, we do have a podcast of us developing the game, and there are the first 10 episodes, which are free. And if you really like what you hear, then you can back us on Patreon, which the information is in those links. But here is the link to one of the very start of the free episodes. So.
Oh,
no.
Nope, I got you.
A message was deleted.
Your content is questionable.
It is questionable.
Questionable.
There it is. All right. Oh, and you even got timed out, Adam. Look at you.
I know. I'm bad.
That's fine. All right. Well, that's us. Thanks for hanging out as we played some Forbidden Lands. 2 weeks, same time, this place. You can catch us. Like Jeff said, Monday night, this channel, you can catch a bunch of us as we start Things from the Flood. So I'm curious to see what kind of teenager I'll get to be. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I fucking got. I don't got anything else. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing, and we'll catch all of you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.